Hello, and welcome to unMadeGaming, guys. It is Tuesday, and that means we are back once again for the Curse of Strahd. And joining me here today is our usual cast of characters, the lovely members of the Order of Ash and Bone. Let's start with the female of the cast, the lovely savior of my last Thursday. Madfish, who are you? What are you doing here? And who are you playing tonight?
I'm Madfishmonger. I hang around on the internet and make stuff. I made some dice bags. Made some new ones today. Put those up.
You do.
I run some games like I did on Thursday.
Which was awesome, because I am the worst Dungeon Master and the worst streamer. That I just cancel games all the time. And it's only all the time on Thursdays. Because I'm terrible, and I apparently hate the Thursday crew. So Madfish kindly stepped in and ran my Thursday crew through a little side adventure in a pocket universe, which will play into the game somehow this Thursday. We'll find out.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting. It's going to be an interesting tie-in how I make that happen. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's cool. It's going to flip a little script on the game there. But we'll jump into everyone's favorite in-game lady, Princess Auntie Nanny. Rem, who are you? What are you doing here? And who is this Auntie Nanny?
Hey guys, it's me, Rim, and chat is Insomniac Sync. And Auntie Nanny is just a swell old human wizard who specializes in the abjuration field. She loves to cook, loves to help, and she's terrified of several things. I don't know why she's in this terrifying place, but maybe she won't die again.
That's true. You have died the most, and you have the least reason to be here.
That's true. It is true. I'm just an old lady. Oh dear.
You're just an old lady who had no business walking into the mist, but did, and now you're here.
I'm just guarding a damn corpse for like decades, and boom.
She's like, I'm going to go for a stroll today and stretch me old bones. And then,
it's the first time I've ever left the commune.
And then,
oh no!
Terror and dismay.
I knew I should have stayed home today.
Yep. And somehow, one half of the brains of the group, KW Frags, who are you? What are you doing here? And what's a dirt wizard?
To answer your last question first, I don't know. I'm more of a trash wizard. I am playing Toddrick. He is a nature wizard, if you will, or a druid, who a few episodes ago forgot that people could turn into animals. And
that was last episode.
No, it was the episode before last. Yeah, no, I'm KW Frags, and I kind of mod around here, and I stay on the internet all day because I'm fat and lazy.
That was great. You see, you turn into a bat, Toddrick. You turn into a horse. Oh yeah, that's fine.
People turn into bats? That's stupid.
That's crazy, Todd. You turned into a horse just the other day. Oh, yeah, I did. And Toddrick's sense of reason and moral compass. Mr. Bitters, who are you? What are you doing here? And who is Stewart Gibbs?
I'm Mr. Bitters. I hate everything. What I do here is very little. I play lots of games, and if you want to see more of me, I'll be here. Tonight I play Stewart Gibbs, not Toddrick Ellisor. And Stewart Gibbs hates everything, except Toddrick Ellisor.
According to what I see in front of my screen here, it says that you are probably playing Stewart Gibbs.
I mean, I'm probably Stewart Gibbs, but everyone's going to stink on Toddrick.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
So, like, most of the time you're Stewart Gibbs, but, like, a good, decent amount you're Toddrick.
You are what you eat, right? So
I don't like how that sounds.
Yeah.
So
here we are.
Well, we're going to start off the game with a host from Skag. Thank you very much. And we'll jump right into it without further ado. Previously on the Curse of Strahd. Splitting up to get a better handle on Vallaki, the members of the Order of Ash and Bone went their separate ways. Toddrick to the Church of St. Andrew, Nanny to the Vistani camp in the woods, and Stewart accompanied Thorne, Irina, and Father Donovich to the Burgomaster's home. Someone is the loudest typer ever, Mr. Bitters. To the Burgomaster's mansion, where they were greeted by a very appreciative nobleman. Meanwhile, in the Vistani camp, Auntie Nanny was treated to a grim scene, and was told that the camp wouldn't do business with any outsiders until Luvash's missing daughter was returned and the camp's wine stock was replenished. While looking for answers in faith, Toddrick was prompted to regale the townsfolk with his heroic tales of adventure, to an eruption of applause. After the congregation left the church, Father Lucian confided in Toddrick that what he believed to be a protective relic in the church had recently been stolen, and that he feared for the future of the church. Feeling in over his head, he rejoined his friends. Reunited, the group headed to the Blue Water Inn, where they were treated to a traveling bard who spun tales of mysterious faraway places and the fantastical beasts which resided therein. Finally, able to relax for a minute, they all retreated to bed at the inviting inn. The next morning, Thorne volunteered the entire group to check on the missing wine shipment from the Wizard of Wine's winery. You guys made your way through the old Svalich Road into the woods, and you made your way, finally, to the Wizard of Wines. You made your way down the road. After about a half mile, the road became a muddy trail that meandered through the woods, descending gradually until the trees part, revealing a mist-shrouded meadow. The trail split. One branch headed toward the valley, and one heading towards the dark woods. A sign read Vineyard, and there you followed. A light drizzle began to fall. Unpainted fences blindly followed the trail, which skirted north of the sprawling vineyard, before bending south toward the stately building. The fog took on a ghostly form as it swirled between the tended rows of grapevines. Here and there you could see rope-handled half-barrels used for hauling the grapes. You guys proceeded inside the open door of the vineyard and into the main fermenting room, where you saw scores of large ravens hanging or sitting in the balcony, in the wings. And as Toddrick leaned in and said, "Hello," the balcony creaked, drawing your eyes to a wild-looking figure hunched over the westernmost cask, pouring a flask of thick syrup into it. Wearing a gown made of animal skin and a headdress of goat horns, her hair was long and unkempt. Suddenly, you see something skitter across the floor, and she peers over to you and says, "You're too late!" Nah! Everyone roll for initiative.
No.
Don't sass me with that face, Toddrick. I saw your sassy face. That was a crazy old lady laugh. Ask Rem. He knows all about
Yep, I do. I studied them. I go down to the nursing home and... All right, crazy old ladies.
Laugh from me.
Laugh at me now.
I forgot to click on my thing before I roll.
You're a real
Oh,
shit.
I'm a real Toddrick.
You are a real Toddrick. That's okay. Do it again, and I will fix your initiative score. Post-apocalyptic scavengers. Did I see you roll again there, Toddrick? Click on your target and roll again for me, buddy. And I will fix your score. Toddy. Cool.
I was trying to find it. Sorry.
That's okay. So Auntie Nanny, you are, I believe, in the back of this group, and you hear what you know quite well to be an old woman cackling.
Oh. Does it sound aggressive?
It does sound aggressive. You hear coming through the door, "You're too late!"
I cackle back,
Oh.
and as nanny-ish as possible, and I shove Thorne out of the way as I sneak up the front. I boom boom shove all these guys out of the way too. What do I see now that I'm in the room after I've heard the call of my people?
You do. You hear the call of your people, for sure. You see, as you enter in, the rich smell of fermenting wine fills this room. You see entering into a large two-story chamber. Above you and dominating the southern and eastern wall, western wall, is a balcony above you. You can see in the rafters there are just these large black ravens, and leaning over the side, over the westernmost barrel, you see a woman with bedraggled hair, crazy eyes, wearing just like a haphazard animal pelt robe, who is dumping this viscous liquid into the final barrel.
Ew.
She does not look like she has bathed in days.
Well, we can't have two of us then, can we?
That's true.
Nanny is going to, I guess, just she's kind of getting fed up with it now. I mean, she's always been having to use her powers to either help things or whatever and beat people with brooms. So her eyes are gonna kind of go dark a little bit, and she is going to target this old woman with a witch bolt.
Okay.
As she, what? How dare you say this? How dare you? And boom, go with the 21 to hit.
A 21
Spending
to
a second
hit
level
hits.
slot.
That hits for sure.
Okay, second level. I spend a second level slot. You get to roll an extra d12. So 14 lightning damage. She straights into the face.
And that continues. It's like a chain bolt reaction.
Yeah, it's like the Emperor.
Okay. So you see her dumping this viscous liquid, and then you cackle out there. This lightning arcs from your fingertips and just strikes her. You hear a as whatever she was holding drops into the wine below in that barrel, and she reels backward. Attack them! And the skittering noise grows louder around you all.
That's right. Stop dumping your viscous liquid! Oh man.
Toddrick, you see Auntie Nanny burst forth with an electric light and attempt to smote this woman. What do you do? The skittering is loud around you. It sounds like scratching wood on wood.
First, I'm going to check for spiders.
Okay.
And do I just hear it, or can I see?
You just hear it. You can roll me a nature check if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Meh.
Nope, you're not sure. You can tell that it's very definitely something scratching against wood, but you cannot tell what is causing the scratching.
I am going to. I'm going to get behind Stewart first,
Okay.
and then I'm going to ready my shillelagh
Sure.
and just. Yeah.
What's your ready action? You readying it to in case something comes? As soon as something comes
Yeah,
up to
just
you?
I pull it up and I'm ready to Jeff Bagwell it.
Okay. That's a reference I don't get, but we'll just keep going anyway.
Sports.
So it goes to my little nasty boy's turn, and you see before you. Let me see here. Let me tell you what you see. Several things. You see little nasty boys coming out from the wooden cask in front of you, seeming to be spilling out from behind it,
Wine golems?
skittering underneath the floor, underneath the barrel itself, and appearing all around you.
Shit!
And there
Wine
are
golems.
these small wooden, like twig beings that are just moving towards you with like incredible speed as they begin to surround and attack you.
Do I get a reactionary attack as one enters
You
my
do
range?
because you have a polearm. So go
I'll
ahead,
Take it.
swing away.
Right, how do I do this? That's how I do this.
Cool. Tell me how you destroy one of these twig blights.
Stewart saw Toddrick get behind him, so he was getting ready for the pull and poke.
Yep.
But then these creepy little things started coming out of the woodwork, so he just started spinning the glaive. He's learned that a sword on a stick is better when it's in motion.
That's true. That's true. So you're just swinging this thing around, trying to lawnmower effect this thing, and they are just coming in droves, piling over the corpse of the one you just crushed, and they begin moving in around and towards you. Auntie Nanny, they seem to be coming right for you as well now that you've entered the fray, and they are going to be making several attacks. We'll have 2 on Auntie Nanny, 13 and 15.
They come in to attack me, and you see her, like, as she's with the lightning bolt, she starts like Doctor Stranging, like throwing up these shields, and she's going to cast shield as a reaction.
Nice.
to block all of the attacks from hitting her.
So you see these things like they look like Baby Groot, and they got these vines coming out of their hands, and they're just scratching and clawing at your legs. They're only come up to like your knee, so they're scratching and clawing at you. You put your one hand up, like ting ting, and they just bounce off this imaginary field of magic. Stewart, I believe 4 of them come for you. Sorry, 3 of them come for you. So you get 3 attacks
probably
on
super.
you. You're fine. You're spinning the blade, and most of them are kept at bay. One of them ducks under and claws at your feet, but you have greaves on, and it just clink against the metal of your boot. It is the druid's turn, who is on the roof, or on the balcony. This druid is currently being lightning bolted, and she's just and she reels forward, and looks to you, Auntie Nanny, because you seem to be causing her the most pain, and she produces a flame and just and throws it towards you. I believe a 20 will hit.
A 20 is going to hit.
And she hurls this ball of fire at you and hits you for 8 flame damage as you are just... It shatters your shield.
Okay.
And just hits you full in the chest.
I gotta make a Constitution save to get my...
Yep, DC is 10.
DC is 10. Oh no! Ah!
You made it. You continue. So this thing shatters your shield. These like magic splinters across as the fireball just and singes your outfit. Your bolt falters, but you rebuff and you hold it back out there, maintaining with at least one hand. Thorne, you hear this skittering. You hear the call of these ravens that are inside here that previously startled you. And what do you want to do?
Well, I'm proud of Nanny for her rage.
Yeah.
I'm proud of her for her contributing to her Nanny rage.
Thank you, Thorne.
So I myself am going to rage.
Perfect.
Because there's birds in there, and I don't like them.
That's true. You don't like birds.
I'm gonna go in to here, and I'm going to attack this guy right there
Sweet. Go for it.
with my great axe rage.
That hits.
Okay.
6. Describe to me how you destroy this twig blade.
Well, I mean, she's got an axe, so she'll just chop it right down the middle.
Sure.
Just split the twig.
That makes perfect sense to me. Honestly, I couldn't imagine it any other way.
Where is the druid?
The druid, so if you are looking, so on the map, if you look, you see the dotted line that runs around the outside of this building. That dotted line represents a balcony. The druid is on the balcony. The druid is on the balcony right here.
Okay.
Above. So you can take the stairs you can kind of see sticking out. You can take the stairs and run up there and fight the druid. If you scroll up and look at the floor above you, you can actually see the druid and all of the ravens.
Oh.
The ravens are actually in rafters.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, you can follow the chain of lightning from Auntie Nanny's hand as it strikes this druid.
Okay, so then I'm going to use my... well, I can just take a step into this space either way.
Yeah. Essentially, there is a line of lightning just coming this way.
Mm-hmm. All right, and so I've also got a... line this way too. Okay, so yeah, I've only got one attack. So that is my turn. I'm going to stand there and support Nanny's rage. I'm going to teach her how to growl.
Yep.
You know, you gotta really bring it up from the diaphragm. You know? Yeah. And use your breath. Don't knock yourself out.
I'm sitting here like about a cadaver, like it's like Harry Potter with Voldemort fighting, flame and my lightning.
It's pretty great. Thorne is kind of in her element because now she's being dramatically illuminated by the witch bolt on this end. So
yes.
she looks extra badass. So she'll
true.
poke.
Yeah, there's this just lightning cackling behind you, and the light changes, and it just causes shadows with the bones all over your body.
Yeah,
Pretty awesome.
You think it's the lightning cackling, but it's me.
Yeah.
So she'll pose. That's the end of my end of my turn is posing.
Looks pretty
Nice.
metal.
That is pretty metal. So you strike a badass pose after you cleave down one of these twig blights.
Enjoy your stay.
Stewart Gibbs, it is your turn. You are surrounded by these monstrosities.
Yeah,
What do you want
Stewart's kind of okay with it. I mean, it went down so easy, and they couldn't touch him, so he's just all like pole arm and fury. Probably just start at the bottom. That there.
So you're going to start with this one here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Give me some damage. How do you kill it?
It again, just kind of lawnmowery. With the back end going towards the one standing next to it.
Sweet. A hit. How do you kill it?
This one's the blunt end, so I imagine like splinters are sent flying into the casks. And then he just turns and looks at Thorne. Only one?
Challenge was issued.
And steps aside to allow Toddrick to do his thing too.
Cool. Yeah, so you step forward, just crunching the twigs beneath your feet as you splatter one across the side of the barrel. It just kind of shatters into pieces. And you hear, from where you are, now that you're right up against the barrel, you hear tick, 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 from inside the barrel. Auntie Nanny, it is your turn.
Yeah. Nanny, she will, she's got her eyes fixed on. Like, is this dotted line? Is this like a 5-foot increment, like above?
It's a roof size, so it's probably like 8 feet.
Okay.
10 feet.
It's showing the roof above. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
the walkway. Okay.
Yep.
On the same level.
It's above you.
Yeah.
So you can keep that witch bolt going as your
I
action, or you can do something different.
Enjoy your stay.
I think I will. I'm gonna like close in on the evil mage, like we'll both just at each other.
Sure. You
So
both
she's
just
gonna do
cackle and send lightning
5,
bolts.
10, 15, 20. Ooh, I'm gonna get upstairs, damn it. Get right of her face. And just bolt the witch. And since I spent the second level slot on it,
Yep, it continues.
it does even more. Boom, 13 lightning damage.
13 plus you did 12 or 4.
Four.
So you see her like conjuring with her hands, and you are walking up, and you're just basically pushing that lightning bolt further and further towards her as you ascend the stairs. And you can see that she's like rebuffed under the pressure, and she's like sliding backwards and trying to fight back against whatever you're doing. She looks haggard and beaten, but still able to hold herself up. Toddrick, your friend Stewart has moved out of the way. He is smashing a path through the twig blights for you to come in. What do you do?
I'm gonna see. Okay, Nanny, you're running upstairs to.
I'm
CQC.
chasing her down.
It's gonna be like an Ip Man, Bruce Lee fight going on between two old ladies. I'm gonna take a step forward. Oh, I need a different button there. And let me see. Let me verify. I think it's 60 feet. I'm pretty sure it's 60 feet. Thorne whip is 60 feet, right? Oops, I meant to click on them. It is 30 feet. Okay, so I'm going to have to probably move closer than that.
Also, she is above you.
Also, she is above me.
Yeah, there's a balcony above.
So how many feet? I want to get close enough to Thorne with this.
So you move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 is your movement speed?
Yeah.
Right, and what is the length of your vine whip?
30, I believe.
5,
range 30 foot.
15, 20.
I don't know why I thought it was 60.
Okay, if you move right here, you can get her from where she is. Over the top of this thing.
Yeah, I want to pretty much grab her and try to pull her into the vat.
Okay. Sure. So vine whip away.
Do you want me to do it again?
Sorry, you did it. No, it was 16. 16 is enough to hit.
And I'm just going to kind of...
So roll damage.
Yeah, that was the next step. Ooh.
Fire in the wine.
I caught her in the face.
So you push through these vines, these thorn creatures, and you kind of like are brushing them aside with your shillelagh readied, and you launch your vine whip out and just sort of and just grows out of the small stick you're holding in your hand, it extends up over Auntie Nanny along the lightning path, and you just see it wind around her upper arm, and you yank back, and you hear as she flies forward, and just and red wine explodes out of the top of the barrel, and you don't hear any splashing.
Yeah. Well, that's weird. Two, Toddrick would probably say something quippy like, "You look thirsty," and
Perfect. Perfect
pull her
topic
down.
to say.
Yeah. And after that, he's just gonna, I guess, keep ready with his shillelagh.
Okay.
And pretty much tell Nanny, you got it from here.
Nanny,
Thank you, Toddrick.
Nanny, you see this whip pull this caster away from you, and you are trying to follow it, and as it's into the barrel next to you, your spell fizzles.
You're drunk. And I turn around to face the stick people.
I hope they kill you guys. So, Thorne and Toddrick, you hear more and more of this skittering coming faster and faster out of this barrel, and more of these things up here. We're going to have 3 on each of you. Actually, we'll do 2 on Thorne, 1 on Toddrick, and 3 on Mr. Stewart Gibbs. So let's head that right now. Let's go with one on Toddrick. Actually, you know what? You'll get a reaction too on yours, Stewart. So 1 on Toddrick is a 13. Sorry, 14. Does that hit you? Yeah. So you take 3 piercing damage as this thing just wraps its vine around you, similar to your vine whip, but very tiny. Thorne, they're going to be 2 on you. Oh, that's initiative. That's not the right number at all. That's not what we roll. A 22 and a nat 1. The 22, I assume, hits you for 2 damage as you feel like thorns bite into your reptilian hide.
1 damage. I'm raging.
Yep, perfect. Toddrick, no, not Toddrick. Stewart Gibbs, roll me your reaction.
Right.
11 is a miss. It dodges under the blade of your glaive.
There's just so many of them.
And the 3 attack you. 16, 15, 19.
The 19 will hit.
The 19 hits. So the one that dodged under your glaive, it sort of pushes 2 of its allies by as it starts to come up towards you, and it sees where the last one swiped against your boot, and it goes just higher, getting the knee in the back of your leg. You feel like thorns rake across your pant. And it is that person's dead. You all hear a cacophonous as these birds descend on you. And at first, I think Thorne immediately throws up her axe in a rageful panic. But these birds all descend in front of you and just snatch up the twigs, and you just see them crunching them and snapping them in their taloned feet and dropping their little limp bodies as back to the rafters. And 4 of them are down in front of you. It is Thorne's turn. You were just seemingly rescued by a bird.
That makes me angrier.
I don't know how you feel about it.
I do not like. Where did the druid fall?
The druid fell into this vat here.
Okay. And we saw her go in, and that was it?
Yes, and you heard no splashes.
Yeah, my spell fizzled out too, so...
Okay.
Yep.
Because these twig blights are not... They're beneath her. They're not worth her time.
That's entirely fair.
So... Yeah. I'm gonna go over to this vat.
Yep.
It can try and swipe at me if it wants.
Oh yeah, the twig blight will try to swipe at you. As you charge past it. It will claw at you. 14, I assume that misses?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you make it by. You just sort of brush it out of the way with the side of your axe handle.
So, I am gonna break open this cask.
Okay. Make me a strength attack?
Well, I mean, I was gonna top it with my great axe.
Okay, then make an attack.
Okay. I mean, would she be able to figure out a good place to sort of where you could do a couple of good chops and a lot of it would come out?
I mean,
or-
essentially, it's a giant wooden barrel.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
you
just-
see that there is. Are you trying to break into this thing, or are you trying to just empty it?
I mean, she's got a great axe. She
Yeah.
figures it'll make a fairly large hole.
Right.
So,
So I would say that Thorne is not smart enough to realize that there is in fact a spigot coming out of the end, and whacking that will make it drain.
Yeah.
So it is a circular wooden barrel. Striking it
Okay.
anywhere with an axe will be as effective as anywhere else.
alright, so,
That hits a barrel.
yeah.
So you cleave into the side of the barrel and you wrench it out, and splinters of wood come out, and you can start to see a few little like holes and like red liquid starts to dribble out of it. You haven't completely cleaved through this thing, but you have put a massive dent in this, and red liquid is just trickling out of the side of where you smashed it in with your battle axe.
Because I can do a push thing with my attack. So I'm wondering if you would count that towards an inanimate object.
Yeah, roll me a 1d4
Okay.
just for added strength on that push. 3. Yeah, so you sort of, and when you wrench it back out, that's when you see most of the splinters come. And at first it just dribbles out, but as it dribbles out, you see the wood weaken and stretch, and it slowly begins pouring out. Not like a fire hose action, not like you've cleaved a complete hole in, but it is emptying faster than a small leak. You have cleaved a sliver into the side of this barrel. They are thick enough to hold several, like wine casks full of wine. So they are pretty sturdy. All right, so you're smashing away at this barrel. Toddrick, you have a blight on you. Stewart, you have a blight on you. And you both hear more skittering inside those barrels. Stewart, it is your turn. What do you want to do?
Stewart's going to start with his glaive on this dude in front of him that is proving slippery.
Go for it. Both of those things hit. You just cleave this guy right in half, and he sort of splinters and shatters across the ground.
So he'll scatter him and make his way around the room to Toddrick.
Yep.
See Thorne doing her thing, and as he's like trying to brain this other little blight here,
That hits.
one of those.
That kills it.
So he just smashes it into the floor. He looks over its corpse at Toddrick, and he's like, I think we let her smash that wall too long. Now she's just wrecking the joint.
Toddrick.
Like it's become a bad habit for me or something.
Just
Yeah,
break stuff.
Toddrick's gonna see that it's like wine now, and he's like, maybe it's not so bad. And he's gonna kind of reach for the spigot and just kind of turn it on. Oh, they're not gonna notice it, Mason.
Isn't there a dead person in that one?
No, I pulled her into the other one.
Oh no, I'm smashing the one that she fell into.
Yeah, and I'm drinking out of this one right here.
Andy goes
Oh.
up to the one that her foe is in and takes out a wineskin and starts filling it up. Yes, the blood of your enemy is perfect for after the fight. Good job, Thorne. Yes. Good idea to have a drink. Yes, and I kind of fill one up and hand it to Thorne as well.
So, Toddrick, you're drinking this, Auntie Nanny. You are filling up your wineskin. Have you leaned over the top, or did you go back down to the bottom?
I'm using a spigot.
Okay, so you
Actually,
you
no,
walked down the
I'm
stairs.
filling it up from the hole that Thorne has made.
Okay, so you've gone back down the stairs. You haven't gone up the top. Okay, you're filling up your wineskin. Are you drinking from it?
Yeah, she.
Perfect.
Still kind of creepy looking now.
Cool. Let's see here.
She's tapped into that dark side.
I need both Auntie Nanny and Toddrick to go ahead and take 7 damage.
Ooh.
And then make me a Constitution saving throw. Toddrick, you are gluk, 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 and then after you swallow a few gulps, it burns your throat, and you retch it back up. Auntie Nanny, you are high on your rage. You fill this up. You offer some to Thorne, and you are just squeezing the wineskin down, just chugging it. It's like dripping down the side of your face. You too feel that burn, but you just push past, thinking this is the good stuff, until it just boils in your stomach and causes you to cough it back up. You are poisoned, Auntie Nanny.
Ooh.
And every turn for which you are poisoned, you will take another 3d6 damage.
Oh, fuck my life. Nanny's... don't drink it! Don't drink the blood of your enemies! And starts to just like... Just gonna,
I did not drink it, because
Thorne!
I'm gonna just keep chopping a hole in it. I'm trying to make a hole big enough to get the body out.
Okay, so you're just still raged. You don't even notice the cup she passes. You're just...
Well, I wouldn't drink it anyway, but
Right.
yeah.
Go ahead and make me 2 more attacks, because you are in a blind fury and don't see Auntie Nanny dying beside you. We'll say the 10 hits, the 6 you miss and kind of glances off the side. So roll me damage plus 1d4 on that first great X. So you are just... There is now probably like a dinner plate size hole, and the wine is just flowing out of this thing, just splashing onto the floor at your feet, making everything slippery. And you can see through the hole, and you see a floating body just slowly sinking and sinking until it gets to level with the hole, and you can grab her and force her through. That would probably break her arms. I mean, it's a corpse, but...
I'm gonna reach in and just grab her by the neck, and I'm making sure that she's dead.
Oh yeah, so once you see it float down, you grab it. You grab this caster person, and it is most certainly dead. The hair is just floating in the viscous liquid, and you can see that the eyes have rolled back. This person is very dead. Okay,
and they're wearing like robes or something?
They're wearing robes made out of just a like mishmash of animal hides, like small.
They have like a bag or anything?
They don't have a bag. However, you're grabbing it by the neck and face as you're pulling it like towards you. You see that there's a horned headdress, like made out of goat horns. And you see as you grab it and pull it towards you that there's a necklace of teeth around its neck.
I'm gonna take that.
Okay. As you snatch it off, you pull it like towards you with your other hand, and you realize that it looks to be human teeth.
I'm gonna keep that in my show this to somebody later file.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, but they don't have anything else on them. Like, they don't seem to be carrying anything or...
No, this person seems to be wearing, like, threadbare robes made out of, like, sewn together. It's literally, like, it's the opposite of what you're wearing. It's the skins of small rodents just sort of stitched together. It looks very, like, piecemeal and not well made.
Well, I appreciate their Mad Max aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stomp up the stairs. And I would like to look around upstairs.
Okay, so you begin to stomp up the stairs. Auntie Nanny, you are choking and sputtering as this acid is boiling into your stomach.
Before Thorne goes up the stairs, I just want to like run up to her and Thorne, and I grab her by the shoulders. I need you to punch me in the stomach. I need to get this out of me. Punch me, Thorne.
You'll just punch her in the like. No hesitation.
You're stupid. Punch me.
Make me strength, maybe an athletics check.
Okay. She won't hit that. She knows that this is, that she's an old lady.
Mm-hmm.
But she did say punch me in the stomach, so if somebody asks for it, she will.
So, rules is written, you take 1 damage by improvised weapon. You take 1 damage, and I will allow you to make another Constitution saving throw to try to retch this up out of your body.
16?
16 makes it.
Okay.
This is the nastiest poison I've seen ever. I'm going to read this out because it's pretty badass. If you drink it, you take 3d6 poison damage and must succeed on a DC 13 Constitution saving throw or be poisoned. At the start of each turn while you are poisoned in this way, you take 3d6 damage. At the end of each turn, you can repeat the saving throw. On a successful save, the poison ends, and you take your subsequent turns decreased by 1d6. So you still take 2d6, and then 1d6, and then 0. That is the awful poison.
Fuck. So I puke all over Thorne.
Yes, you do. You immediately punches you right in the jejunum, and you immediately just like warm wine and bile.
I have a breath weapon too, dragon.
She slumps to the ground.
As you are slightly drunk off both rage and wine, taking 7 more damage.
I drop.
You pass out completely, and this wine begins just leaking. The wine and vomit begin leaking out of your mouth. Toddrick and Stewart, you see this. Toddrick, you are still kind of retching this up out of your body. You take 7 more points of damage as well.
I thought I made the save.
You do, and when you make the save, on your next turn you take 2d6 and then 1d6. You take 3d6 until you make the save every turn, and then once you make it, you take 2d6, then 1d6, then 0. Yeah, it's a fucked up poison. Thank you, Curse of Strahd.
Stewart starts like going towards the others as like vomit explosions begin happening.
Mm-hmm.
You said it's like another 7, sorry?
Yeah.
Yeah, he starts going towards like Toddrick to make sure he's all right. But as he starts spouting, Stewart steps back. He can't get his clothes dirty.
That's true. You did just wash all your clothes.
You all right over there? I mean, Thorne, make sure Nanny's not dead.
Like dead.
I will prod her with the handle of my axe.
I will be prodded.
So you can see that she is laying on the ground like every once in a while, and then her as you poke her eyes like flutter. I would say that Thorne would know that she is someone who is inebriated or looks like they're inebriated to the point of passing out, but I don't think Thorne would actually know that. She looks like she's dying.
Well, I mean, she gets into a lot of fights, so she is familiar with...
Okay, you are familiar with people being knocked unconscious, so that's what she looks like. Yeah. She looks like she's fading in and out of consciousness.
Alright, I'll just be like, she's kinda not dead.
She probably deserves that. Toddrick, you alright?
Toddrick's just gonna yell, "Who would make a drink like this? This is not okay. This is nothing like the Vistani."
Vistani.
Vistani wine. Yeah, Vistani wine.
This is nothing like the Vistani.
Yeah.
This is gross.
She was... That crazy person was pouring stuff in it. That's why I didn't drink it. Dumbass.
I thought maybe she didn't get all of them.
She's gonna go upstairs, feeling much smarter today.
The day when Thorne is the smartest person, when she analyzed the fact that the evil lady was pouring things in, and she said, "You're too late," on the last barrel. Smarter than both wizards. That's what just happened just now. So Thorne, you leave the fading in and out of consciousness Auntie Nanny and proceed up the stairs. What are you looking for?
Well, I'm trying to see, like, I'm familiar with the concept of poison, and I know that it's a thing you make, and that sometimes there's an antidote. So I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to look for anything that looks anything like you could make it poison or an antidote out of it.
Okay, as you walk up the stairs and look around, you see floating in the barrel where the corpse is, sort of like bobbing and bumping into the corpse, you see the bottle she was pouring. It's a green, it looks like a wine bottle, a green wine bottle, just floating in there. You assumed that's what it was, likely poison. But as you look around, you don't see. In fact, I'll actually move you real quick. You're over here.
There's like a piece of paper on the bottle that looks like a skull and crossbones, but when you unfold it, it's actually a llama.
Yes, that's exactly what happens.
Perfect.
I have a javelin. I will pull it out and use it to kind of scoop the
Sure. Yeah, you sort of hook it on the neck of the bottle and sort of bring it up. You have what appears to be the poisoner's bottle. I'm not sure what Thorne knows about poisons, but you may be able to bring it to someone else.
This is a find this and give it to somebody who knows what they're doing.
Okay, Stewart Gibbs, what are you doing as you are avoiding vomit and wine splashing all over the floor, threatening to stain your uniform?
No, mostly that. Like, Thorne's the smart one suddenly, and I mean he expected this of Toddrick because he's a dwarf, so you know. But Nanny was real weird. Nanny's been real weird today, and he doesn't really know how to take that. So he's just gonna, as long as she's, not drowning in her own vomit, she's fine.
Okay. Yeah, she's not. You're able to avoid the majority of the water.
He'll probably skirt around like the pool left by Toddrick and give him a couple slaps on the back, like, get it up, you're fine. We got to figure out what the fuck happened here. And if we're being honest, with all of this stuff and the birds and whatever those little plants were, I don't remember why we came here.
Roll this. Toddrick, take 2 more damage. As you retch the last of the contents of your stomach out, you feel the burn abate in your throat, and you think you have retched up all of the poison that you consumed, and you begin to feel slightly better.
Holy shit, did you have sausages this morning? I didn't get sausages this morning.
He is laying in a pool of wine and vomit.
And sausages.
And apparently sausages.
Yeah. You took too long cleaning, yeah, but I ate all of them.
Yeah, they did you good, but they weren't wasted.
They did not taste the same coming up. Mm-hmm.
Auntie Nanny, roll me 1d4, please. Unaided, you will awaken in 4 hours, as you have passed out, or as you are unconscious.
She's fine.
It's probably good that I take some time to collect myself.
Anyone else can get you back up, but so far everyone has ignored your elderly, frail body. So if you continue to be unaided, you will just awaken with 1 hit point in 4 hours.
Happens.
Toddrick, you are laying in a pool of vomit, sausage, and wine. What do you want to do about that?
I want to cry for Stewart to come pick me up.
To come and help you? Dad!
Get me up, Stewie. Start. Come get me up, please.
This is the 3rd annual barn dance all over again.
Yeah.
That wasn't even a woman.
Half? You just get him with the stick half and lift him.
Pretty much,
Fry him up.
Like hand him the half.
Yeah.
Get up.
Oh.
It's so painful. Why would you do that to perfectly good wine?
Evil bird people? Isn't that a thing?
No, I thought the birds were our friends. The birds are friends. They killed the stick people.
I just assume everyone's evil here. I don't know.
Let me borrow your shirt.
No, fuck you.
And Toddrick's gonna take off his shirt and everything just to get out of this puke stained clothes.
God damn it, Toddrick. Here, and he'll pull off his tabard. Just wrap yourself in this.
Toddrick's gonna put it on and be like, "Oh, it smells pretty good."
Yeah, it did.
He just bathed.
And Toddrick's gonna kind of just kick his vomit-covered clothes underneath one of the giant casks.
No, I'm not saying you should, use your magic fingers on Nanny, but I think she might be dying.
Like, actually dying.
Hey, where is your brother? Give her the finger.
Follow the gurgles.
Where is the old broad? I'll give her the finger.
He's gonna walk over here and yeah, he's gonna.
Don't, please no. Please never do that again.
He's gonna help her out. Let me see which one of these does more. Yeah. So yeah, no, he's gonna cure wounds on her.
Okay.
Like, off you go. It's okay. Get it all out. Get it all out. As he's like catching her. You got a whole what? What is that?
Your spells are broken.
Just roll manually.
All right.
I think it's like 1d8 for that spell. 1d8 plus wisdom?
Hey.
I'm pretty sure it's plus wisdom. So 1d8 plus... what's your wisdom? Plus 5? Your wisdom plus 5? Holy shit. How's that possible?
I don't know, but I like it.
Your wisdom is definitely plus 3.
Yep, that's why I said 3. I was thinking of.
Okay, so you get
Perception.
what is that? Was that 11? 11 health back? No, 8 health back. You get 8 health
Yeah.
back. So for you, that's probably like max.
I mean, it's up there. I wake up and oh dear, I had a very strange dream. I dreamed that I got in a fight with another wizard, and then I drank her dead body in a giant vat of wine, and it burned. Oh, looks like I'm just in a regular old winery then. She gets up. All right, how's everyone doing? Why is there a bunch of torn up bushes in this room? And who's that dead person? I point at the dead woman's body.
Hey, do you
Enjoy
remember
your stay.
back in that creepy house with the kids, when the kids were in, me and Thorne?
Oh yes, I remember that. It was, I won't tell the judge.
Right. So I'm getting that kind of vibe again here, because you were not you a minute ago.
I wasn't
have
here.
No recollection of what happened. You seem to be claiming. You were like channeling the fury of a friggin' lightning storm into this other woman.
Oh dear!
And I've never seen you like
This woman
here.
right here. This woman. Oh,
This was you.
That was me. Wow, I did a nasty one on her. Look at her. Did I do this too? And I point at the broken wine cask.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm fine with just this then.
No, but then you were talking about the blood of your enemies.
Oh, blood-
drinking it.
Ooh,
And-
no, that's ew, that's gross. Why would I talk about that?
So, right. Is there a ghost in you?
I don't think so. I mean, there's no ghost inside me. No, hell, do you know how to look? I open my mouth. Do you see anything?
Oh, God, close that. You smell awful.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. I have some of these powers that I have. Some of them I've known they're kind of nasty, and I don't like to use them because it makes me nasty, and I just don't like to be that way. Maybe I used it. I suppose that's what happened. Was I evil?
Stewart's just gonna, like, look down to Toddrick. Look back. You didn't catch any of this? I'm the only one?
I mean, she was acting a bit weird, yeah, but I mean, it's Nanny. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
I hate all of you now, too.
It's fun. Seems we all survived. Is this the wine we're supposed to bring back to the wizard?
Pretty sure it's bad wine.
Oh, how do you know?
Because it killed you.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's quite nasty then.
Yeah.
And she
Well,
looked-
I mean, we can give it to him. We don't have to be there when they drink it.
No.
This is the bones all over again. I don't like who you're becoming, buddy.
Nanny wants to start casting Identify on this wine then, so she can maybe figure out
I suppose I'll look into it.
Stewart looks at Toddrick. He's like, remember that last time you threatened a noble family for no reason? You're doing it again. You're being real weird. You're going to cast Detect Magic?
Identify.
Identify. Okay.
Yes,
Click that spell for me.
I will click it, good sir.
So I can see what
Look at it. Mm.
Object is a magic item or some magic imbued item. You learn its properties and how to use them.
Yeah. Spells are affecting the item? Really?
So spells are not affecting the item.
Okay.
So I won't let you. So I won't let you. You don't have to spend that spell because it's an expensive.
Well, she's going to ritual it anyway, so
Okay.
you know.
Is anyone trained? Actually, you know what? Stewart, probably. Roll me nature or herbalism or alchemy. If anyone is trained in any of those things, herbalism or alchemy, they can roll that as well. Stewart, you're not trained in any of those. You're the worst. Toddrick.
You're thinking Toddrick?
Toddrick. I know he's not trained in any of those things. He might be trained in nature.
Yeah, I'm not trained in any of those.
Damn it! And no one. You're not even Auntie Nanny. Yeah. Then you guys can roll a blanket intelligence check. Anyone who wants to. Anyone who thinks they would be inclined.
We can roll the fuck ourselves.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking,
Jesus. Suddenly she's the genius.
I'm a barbarian. I'm the smartest barbarian in the room. I have a handful of human teeth.
It's the poison Cusco. Cusco's poison.
Yeah.
It's one of those moments.
Oh, man. So, wow. Didn't see that coming, Thorne. Well done.
Should have.
I was waiting for the -2. So.
Okay. So, so you know Thorne because you have the bottle in hand and you can smell it and you can kind of see the viscous liquid inside of it that she was dumping into the vats. You can tell that all of the vats are poisoned. Obviously, the two that they drank out of, and you saw her physically pouring this into the last one. You know that you're not sure what kind of poison this is, but you're fairly certain that if you had an antitoxin, you could pour that in there and neutralize the poison. Or there may be a magical means of purification.
Yeah.
You're not sure what that means would be. You just assume there might be one.
There might. Yeah. Okay. So we don't have to trash. I mean, obviously, the one with the corpse in it is nobody's touching that. But
yeah, probably.
We can leave the other ones alone, and they might be salvageable. Okay.
Yeah, if you can find an antitoxin or some magical means of purification.
Okay, so are there lids for these barrels anywhere?
Sure.
Okay,
So,
so
there were lids the whole time, but pulling a person into a vat of wine was way more dramatic than having them bounce off the top of it.
well, I mean, obviously she had to take all the lids off to pour the poison in.
Yeah, exactly. So they're attached by rope.
Yeah.
Just dangling off the side, so you can put the rope,
Okay.
pull it back on top.
I'm gonna, except for the one with the corpse in it,
Right.
I'm gonna fix up the other ones, make sure they're not leaking, and yeah, there's some other stuff I want to look at. I know there's some stairs and stuff, but I also, in my continued stroke of absolute genius, have learned to not go places by myself because, like, suits of armor will jump out at you and fucking murder you.
That's true.
So,
Speaking of which, go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
okay. I am super good at these.
Wow, that's the best outcome that I could imagine.
That's much more like it. That's
Yeah.
Been good there for a while.
Wow, you were doing great. You were doing great. This doesn't affect your intelligence at all. You're still apparently the smartest person in the party today.
Yeah.
However, as you begin moving around and looking for sources, your stroke of genius hits you and you're focused. You're hyper-focused on this poison and you know things and you're like, okay, I'm going to move the barrels on top. We're going to save this one. And then as you begin to process, I shouldn't be here alone. This is probably bad. oh no, no one's up here. You look up and you see that all of the swarms of ravens that are perched in the rafters well overhead are all staring down and watching you wherever you move back and forth on the balcony.
I will make a growling noise at them.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember that they helped,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't trust them and I don't trust their motives. So I will pull
Enjoy
out
your stay.
you know what, I have 2 hand axes.
Okay.
So I will put one of those in my hand,
Yep.
and then I will back away down the stairs.
Yeah, you see them all, like,
Slowly.
you see them, like, lean in towards you as you begin pulling a weapon out, and they just start doing that little, like, bird hop as they're hopping along the rafters. And they seem to be always moving along the rafters in a position where they can watch you.
Okay. I'm gonna just keep glaring and growling at them,
Mhm.
and as I back.
Yeah,
Down.
every time you growl, you see a few of them, like, extend their wings and, like, ruffle and then settle back down and hop a few paces left and right and just stare down at you. Curses, birds. So you rejoin your allies. It sounds like that's what's happening.
Yeah. So still growling, she'll come backing down the stairs.
Okay. So you back down the stairs to a scene of wine, vomit, sausages, and a moist nanny and a moist Toddrick.
You guys is poison. And don't fuck with anything else. Also, fucking birds, man. And she'll, like, point with her other claw. The one that doesn't have the hand axe ready to throw at a bird. Up at the birds in the rafters.
Well, we are in the woods, and birds tend to be out here in the woods.
They helped us. They're watching.
Oh, that's
No
good
way.
then.
I kind of feel like the birds are Toddrick's jam, but I kind of also feel like getting rid of poison is Toddrick's jam. I kind of feel like healing people is Toddrick's. You see where I'm going with this, right?
Toddrick is the peanut butter in this equation, so we have to use him.
Ask for his help is what normal people say. Yeah.
Oh. I look at Toddrick.
Yeah, he can hear you the whole time. He's just right there.
Yeah,
Right.
Toddrick's just sitting there and shirtless, and and Stewart's overcoat just kind of smelling all good. And,
You, all I'm saying is you got anything to maybe figure out what's up with these birds? Because they helped us. Thorne don't like them, and they're up there.
well, listen here. I don't know what gave you the idea that birds were my jam, but I mean, just because they're animals, I can see what I can do. Toddrick's gonna look up at the birds and just kind of stare at them for a second. So are you really birds or what?
Do you just say that out loud?
Yeah.
You see, as you look up and just shout at the birds, you see a few of them, like, cock their heads to the side, and they do a few more of those little bird hops along the rafters, and then just look down at you.
He's just gonna be like, the guy in town already told us about were ravens, so and you helped us out killing the little creatures. Man, you're really birds. Come on, what are you doing? You're creeping us out. You're just kind of staring at us like a bunch of weirdos.
Everyone roll me a perception.
One of us was really looking.
One of us was not rolling.
We just got back.
Hey, he
Oh,
was
wow.
super looking.
Yeah.
He was the most looking. So as Toddrick is yelling at these birds, You hear Toddrick and Auntie Nanny as the furthest ones towards it. You hear a creaking of a door opening. And this door opens here, and you see a man. And he sort of opens the door and like looks in and then waves a hand towards you.
Maybe we should go talk to this gentleman over here. I point to the man.
Yeah, and Toddrick's going to say, yeah, good idea, because I'm getting nowhere with the birds. I don't think they understand coming. And he's just going to kind of go, "Ah!" and just see if he can solicit a reaction.
All right, now you're just fucking with me.
Oh no! Like he's still looking at the birds and talking to Stewart. Oh no! The birds are my jam, right? So I should know what to do.
Listen, I gave you my shirt. The shirt off my back, all right? Don't bust my chops.
Almost as if to prove that Toddrick was not busting his chops, several of the birds hop and like flex their wings and
For fuck's sake.
And Toddrick, do I understand what they said?
no.
Or no.
No.
Toddrick's gonna pretend like he understood what they said, and he's just gonna go, "I know, right?"
I like how you asked, knowing full well nowhere on any part of your character sheet does it say "can talk to birds." Like,
Well, I didn't know if they were.
He just wanted to stick it in deeper. Yeah.
oh, do I know what they say? No, you're crazy bird man. You don't know what they say. Oh God. So you
Do I know what they say?
No, you don't either.
Does Thorne know what
Thorne does. She's nailing everything.
Thorne knows what he said.
Yeah.
She knows everything.
Thorne, roll me a nature check on a D20. You know what they said.
That's why she's afraid of birds, because she understands.
That's what it is. That's like the squirrels. Oh no, you do not know what they say. They just caw at you. So Toddrick and Auntie Nanny, you hear the door creak open, and you see this weathered face of a white-haired man, white mustachio, as he beckons you forward with gnarled fingers.
Okay there, Mister, well, sure. Hey, let's all go. Let's not run off by ourselves or anything. Are you the Wizard of Wine?
You see before you this man. Boom.
Oh, I like this guy. He's got a silver genie lamp on his
Does
waist.
sort of have a silver genie lamp.
He's going to sing all about Arabian Nights or Arabian Day. Hello there. Your name tag says Davian Martikov. Yes, nice to meet you there. Are you the Wizard of Wine? You silver-covered individual, you?
I am not the Wizard of Wines, but this is my winery. Why are you here?
We were sent to find the Wizard of Wine and bring some wine to a festival up in the place, a town that begins with I want to say like a V or something like that. Let me check my notes from last session. Oh no, I didn't write it down. We're trying to bring some wine to a place, and we were told to come here. Valaki. Yes, those people. How are you doing?
Who sent you?
I checked my notes again.
You actually weren't even there for that.
I don't know. I was talking to.
You were knitting.
Yeah, I was knitting.
You made Toddrick a pumpkin costume. It was.
Why are we here? Yes, Toddrick, here it's. Look, I handed the pumpkin costume.
You take Stewart's cloak back and hand him the pumpkin costume.
Here you go. You're almost damn well naked. Here, you're perfect, ready for harvest.
Oh, Toddrick,
It's got a face on it.
Toddrick, you're a jack-o'-lantern. You're a hairy jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah, you're wearing orange IRL, so rock it.
Oh, perfect. Oh, God damn it. Guys, this is a horror campaign. So
It looks pretty scary when I'm looking at it. It's like,
the man leans forward to you. He says, Did my wretched son send you?
It was... Okay, I didn't... It was the guy... It was the guy was the guy at the inn. The guy at the inn.
Yes.
The guy at the inn said,
That's
he
him.
said, oh, well, he said the wine didn't show up, so we were
Yes.
going to come here and get the wine or money or beat somebody up, whatever. So we came, and then that lady was poisoning everything. So we killed her.
Well, good. Yes, of course the wine is late. These druids, these filthy mongrels, have infested my winery. They've poisoned all of the barrels. I have maybe 3, 6. I have only a few barrels left to deliver. As I watched you dumped one of the corpses in one of the barrels. Are they all gone? Are they all bad?
No, just that one. Well,
No,
yeah,
no, they're all
the
bad.
other,
They're
the
real
other
bad.
ones are poison, but they don't have, like, corpses in them. I put the lids on.
By the way, I couldn't sell poisoned wine
No,
to
but...
all of Barovia.
And I'll show him, I'll pull out the bottle. I found the bottle.
And he snatches it out of your hand.
I wouldn't do that.
Don't it make you sick, but I didn't eat it.
I don't know. He looks like he can take a good whooping.
And he hands it back to you and he says, "Do you have an antitoxin?"
I don't, but we could go to town if you know where to get one.
No, I don't spend much time in that town. But
Oh,
the druids have come down here. They have been getting braver and braver over the last few months. They have driven me out of my winery.
why?
I don't know.
Do you make bad wine?
No, I make the only wine in the land.
Oh,
Really?
he's completely lost.
Yes. Have you heard of purple grape mash? Or red dragon crush?
I mean, maybe. It's no Vistani wine, but
Well, their wine becomes rarer and rarer every passing day, and soon they are buying from me.
I don't like the sounds of that.
It's a matter of business.
I mean, it kind of looks like you're out of business.
Currently, which is a great inconvenience with these damn disgusting druids about.
You gotta chill out with that, all right?
Yeah, you have to get over it.
They
Like, okay,
Destroyed
these
my
people, yeah, you're stereotyping, all right?
Yes.
Some of my best friends are druids. That's all I'm saying.
Some of my best friend is a druid. He looks to you and says, "Well, did you kill them all?
No,
Not
it's
not
right
your
there.
no, not your friend. The ones
Oh.
that have attacked my winery."
There was just the one.
You see him like straighten up, and he like peers around the door. He says, "No, there wasn't."
Oh. Thorne gets a great big grin on her face, and she puts her hand axe away, and she pulls out the great axe. And she's like, alright. Let's get looking.
We're not ready.
But I want to kill some guys now!
Thorne is super ready.
Ah! Let's go! Kill!
Yeah, he looks to you and he says, "Well, you see, I can't make any more wine until I have my winery back. And no more wine production means no more wine for Barovia. And no more wine for Barovia means no happiness or joy is to be found in these desecrated lands."
Well, you gotta be happy here somehow, I suppose. Well then, I run over to let me go speak to my dirt wizard,
and see what we can come up with. And I run over to Toddrick. Toddrick, can you do anything to fix the wine, make it pure again?
No?
Um,
Maybe.
You've been telling me all these years. You can just drink poison because you got magic.
Well, I didn't expect to actually drink it.
I saw you drink that vial the one day.
It was water.
I fucking knew it.
I just put a little green stuff in it. It was all good. What? I was trying to impress the girls from next door. You know the ones.
Yeah, and it really worked.
It did.
Wait, what?
I
No,
mean,
tell
what?
me later.
No, yeah. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Todd's just gonna think about how to detoxify the wine.
Sure. You can roll me nature or arcana, whatever you're trained in. So you know that there are natural antitoxins that you could brew up, but you also know of spells, particularly one spell called Purify Food and Water. That would do the trick.
Yep, and I'm just gonna say, I can make it, but it's gonna take a little bit of time. And he's gonna look at his imaginary watch that's probably not even a thing in this world.
Mm-hmm.
Just be like, yeah, we need time. Do we have a?
He looks to you and he says, "You have as much time as it takes to rout the rest of the filthy druids from my winery."
All right. Well, I was thinking of like a full day's rest and maybe some more sausage.
Let's go kill the stuff. And then do the spell. But kill now.
Well, as you can see, and he like wrenches the door open behind him, because he is again in this little room here. You see an outhouse on the outside of that door, and you see that there are several other gathered people kind of hiding out behind the outhouse. He says, "I have nowhere to cook you food or give you rest. We live here."
Okay. So we get rid of the rest of the free folk, and you take us up for the evening, and we bring your wine into town. How about that?
Yes, if you kill all the filthy druids that are inside
yeah.
my winery,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, free folk. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, you can stay here.
And he's just gonna turn to Thorne.
Better yet, if you follow the druids back to their home in Yester Hill and kill them where they sleep, I'll deliver wine wherever you like.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
no, you're not allowed. You're not allowed to kill people in their sleep. It's not fair.
Wake them up for
Well-
all I care, as long as they die.
They have to wake up and fight me first. Then I kill them.
That's fine.
I mean, yeah, I'm all down for that, but I've got a case of the Bee Gees still from drinking that tainted wine. And
Yeah, why would you drink that?
I don't know. I was in the heat of the moment. I thought it was cool to just kill stuff, drink beer. You know.
You literally watched them poison it. I saw that.
I saw him poison the one. I didn't see him poison this first one. I thought maybe he was starting from the back and making his way forward. You know, semantics, whatever.
Dwarves.
He's gonna look at Stewart and just be like,
Yeah. No, okay, so you want us to go kill these druids. You want us to, like, wipe out their entire families, bathe in their blood maybe a little, like, something about lamentations of their women. And then we come back,
Your own
and
call.
and you take wine wherever we ask. And
Yes.
that's, you know, outright slaughter of a people is going to get some booze deliveries done. And that's a great idea in your head.
You can also keep whatever they have.
Oh yeah, like we were gonna share that with you anyway.
Here's the thing. Why are they so after your winery? Why do they want to poison it so much?
I wouldn't even know where to begin. I don't know. I don't aim to know the wiles of filthy druids.
Well, say that we learn a way to communicate with them. Say if we figure out a way to speak their language. I heard they have a magical language that only they know. Maybe we can crack that code, speak to them, and just stop it altogether. No one has to die, unless Thorne really wants them to. And then at the end of the day, we can just be all happy. No more poisoning things.
You can try.
Well, point the direction, and we will see.
But first, I would recommend you clear them from the winery.
But they're still here.
You said you
Yes,
killed
that's
but
what I
one.
was saying. Let's go.
Ain't nobody here but them ravens.
No.
The ravens have always been here.
Let's go.
The ravens are always here. The ravens roost here. The druids and their blight creatures, on the other hand, are not.
So just scour the place. You've got nothing for us. This place is just lousy with druids.
Yes, well, since they ran us out of the winery, I haven't been able to keep proper tabs on where they are inside of my stolen home.
Well, there were 2 horses up at the front. Can't they change into animals? We have to see if those horses know how to speak English.
There were 2 horses in the front before they attacked.
Okay.
I don't know if they have been slaughtered and replaced, but
by sleeper horses. Yes, sleeper horses. They're doing the most dastardly trick.
The Borg have assimilated the horses.
Borg horses.
I've heard.
This is like that story you told me, Toddrick, the thingy.
Yeah, the thingy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so we just go look for it. I think I'm done giving this guy attitude.
I can't wait anymore.
And you just start walking away?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna start with the nearest door would be... Yeah, that was the one that went outside. I assume I can see through the window.
So this door is closed and boarded up. This door, not boarded up, but locked. This door has chains across it. It's a sliding door.
But
and
we
you
saw
guys,
that
you guys
on
are
the way.
all, yeah, you guys are all currently here, right over here, and you guys came in this way.
So I'm gonna start with this room.
Okay. As you guys begin to walk away, you hear like dunk, 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 as this hobbled man is walking towards you with his cane, and he stops like right next to Toddrick and just leans in, and you can see his beady black eyes are just like boring into you, and he looks to you, and he just cocks his head to the side, and then the other side. And you see him like lean in, like he's like in your face. He says, "Where are you from, boy?"
Well, my parents were natives.
Natives to what?
Well, we were part of our own tribe. Really?
Tribe of what?
To slap a hose.
Interesting.
What are you smelling me for? Jeez, man.
Have you ever seen a person turn into a raven, boy?
No, but you're the second person that's talked about people turning into ravens. Like, is that just a normal thing here in this area? Is that like something that always happens?
You
Is
tell
it just...
me.
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I thought maybe these ravens were people after the crazy guy in the bar talked about them, but these apparently are not were ravens.
How would you know if you saw one? Unless
I
you've
don't-
seen one before.
Well, that's the thing is, I don't know. That's why I asked them if they were were-ravens.
Interesting. I'll have some questions for you after.
Yeah, and just do me a solid. Be less creepy about it, right? Okay? This is not working for us. We're doing you a favour. Be grateful.
Oh, I am grateful. And he like straightens himself back up, and he with the stick, and he kind of hobbles back out of the building.
He's going to turn to Stewart and be like, I swear to God, I'm going to kick that cane from out under that man. I don't care.
He thinks you're a child. You're dressed like a pumpkin.
I don't even know.
I'm just going over to this door and kicking it open.
You slam that door inward, and you see rows of new barrels filling that room. There's a narrow stone staircase that spirals up in the southwest corner. Like you kick it in, you walk in, directly to your left, you see that there's a small spiral staircase that goes in. The barrels are completely empty. 13 barrels are completely empty. All have burned in the side of them Wizard of Wines.
Okay. I will go over to this door and also kick it open.
You kick that door open, and you see the barrel maker's workshop. You see that there are strips of iron and wood lying in neat piles on the floor along the workshop. You see the walls completely lined with tools, and you see 2 long work tables with tools strewn about and bands of wood in various disarray across the place.
Okay. Don't see anybody move, no movement.
Nope.
No. Okay. I will step this back to the doorway, say, stairs in here, and then go up those stairs.
Okay. So you hear that everyone else hears stairs in here, and then you see Thorne disappear. The 3 of you, what are you doing?
Nanny will probably go back up here, up these stairs,
Okay.
like where she was before, and start poking her head around this way.
So Nanny,
Maybe-
you appear boop, right over here. Scroll up.
Hey, yeah. Hello, birds.
They
Goodbye,
are on
birds.
rafters above you.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, like in the roof, they're in the rafters, lining, like looking over everything, and they're just kind of like they would just watch you as you move. And you see them hop every once in a while, following along the rafters.
Just gonna push this door open.
Okay, Thorne, you make your way up to the top of the stairs, and you appear here as well. I'll little blink over there for you. You push that door open, Auntie Nanny. What are the rest of you doing on the bottom floor?
Trying to decide which one to follow. Toddrick, do you want to stick with Thorne? I'll try to keep Nanny alive.
Yeah, that sounds good. Before Toddrick goes up, he kind of just like and healing touch, cure wounds, whatever.
Okay, roll
Himself.
1d8 plus wisdom on yourself.
Didn't work again. Neat.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It happens every once in a while. Roll 20. They just did an update, which might have screwed it up. 1d8 plus 3 for you.
Neat.
So Toddrick, you're going with Thorne, and Stewart, you're going with Auntie Nanny?
Yeah.
Okay. Toddrick, I'm just going to move you right up behind Thorne. Actually, I'm going to move you right here, where you are. As Toddrick, you move over. Stewart, you move up the stairs. Auntie Nanny pushes that door open. And Auntie Nanny, you see this room has a wooden floor with a 10-foot by 10-foot square hole cut into the middle of it. Looming over the hole is a large wooden winch, and perched atop of the winch is a man crouched down with wild hair and rotting teeth. His skin is painted red with blood. and he waves a gnarled, disgusting black staff at you with a bunch of like black branch and brambles pointed on the top of it. And he begins saying something in some just guttural undertone as he's calling it out at you.
Oh. Druid!
I need Toddrick. No, Toddrick, you're back here. Whip. You didn't make it in yet. I need you to, Toddrick, roll me a perception. As you are still on the bottom floor. Toddrick? Toddrick, you can make out something you haven't heard in years. In fact, Toddrick, how old are you, and when did you go to school? How long ago did you enter school?
Oh, I was unmuted the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
When did I go to school? Probably in my mid-50s, mid to late 50s. Toddrick is probably in his 80s now.
Okay, so about 30 years ago, you went to school?
Yeah.
Okay, so you hear something you haven't heard in over 30 years. You hear in this guttural tone that takes a minute to process through your head. At first, it just sounds like noises and just strange, archaic words. And then it dawns on your mind, and it translates, and you hear, "Nature bows before my every whim, for I have the vampire's staff." And this man is shaking the staff at Auntie Nanny on the second floor. Yeah, that's what he's doing to you.
Just shaking it at me right now?
Just shaking it at you right now. You see, if you're looking closely at him, you see that in one hand is the staff, in the other hand is a rope.
Okay. She's going to cast Mage Armor. Boop. So that's up.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard just a bunch of garbled nonsense.
Yeah, you just heard a bunch of garbled nonsense, like a guttural language.
Oh, shut up, you! Shoo!
And as you say shoo, he leans into the rope and just down the flywheel, and he descends, and he lands in this room right over here.
On the little cart?
Yes, on the little cart.
I hop after him. Get back here, you dirty druid!
Do you hop after him?
Ooh.
It is a 10-foot plus drop.
I'm going to book it. Let's see if I was right. Back up a little. I'm going to take the rope too.
Okay, roll me an acrobatics check.
It's okay, everyone. Here I go. 5.
So you grab onto the rope and you just down it. However, by the time you grab onto it, it has locked in place and does not slide with you. You take 1d4 rope burning damage there. You take 1 rope burn as you slide down. Stewart, you hear, "I'm coming after you!" You also heard this guttural language. Thorne, you barely heard this guttural language because you were on the other side of a wall. You mostly heard Auntie Nanny's shrill voice scream something and then yell, "Ow!" But you really
He's in
can't
the
make out
garage!
much else. And Stewart, you hear something land on barrels. Then you hear, "I'm coming after you!" And then more barrels. So it appears as though something has fallen onto barrels to your right. And everyone can please roll me initiative.
Druid exterminators. Jeez, we're not quick.
He is.
Shit.
And since we're entering our second combat of the night, and there are still, trust me, several more. Guys, I'll remind you, if you guys want to interact with the show in any meaningful way, feel free to help us hit those goals along the top of the screen. Every time we hit those, everyone gets advantage. And if you want to interact with some nat 20s, magical items, all kinds of crazy cool stuff, NPCs and the other, check out the donation section down below, and you guys can donate for all kinds of cool shit. So, let's go in some sweet turn order. This druid drops down, and he looks at you, sliding down the top of this thing, and he is the most ready for you that any druid could possibly be. And he sees you, and you see him choke up on this gnarled black staff, and you've seen this before. And he cracks you as you're sliding down this rope, dealing 5 damage. I assume 20 is higher than your shield.
Let's see, because I got +3.
Your mage armor, I think, right?
Yeah, mage armor puts me at, 13?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, 13 plus. Yep, just barely. So, I did have some temporary hit points going on, though, because of Arcane Ward. So, yeah, that boom, shades away, and I take the other 4. Yeah, I feel it.
So he just cracks you, and you just kind of spin as you finish the descent down this thing. Toddrick, you hear as Auntie Nanny is bludgeoned with a shillelagh.
You bastard.
It is, ironically, Toddrick, it is your turn. You hear this cacophony of noise, the invention of the pinata just happened. The elderly pinata. What do you want to do? You want to start by unmuting?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Well, I can only I moved to my maximum amount of movements. I'm still in the hallway, and on my way there, I'm just gonna go ahead and ready up a Thorne whip again.
Let me see this. Hold on one second.
Maybe let me see if I have.
I would argue that you could see him, but he would have like half cover, so he'd gain a small bonus to AC. But you can see him, and you definitely see the dangly, swinging Auntie Nanny.
Yeah, I went doom, 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 as he just hit me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Instead of readying up that Thorne whip, I am going to hold the hilt right before the gnarl on my little shillelagh staff. It's covered in bark, and I'm going to grab it and cast Bark Skin.
Okay.
Because I'm a heart.
Yep. So you have 16 AC now?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, so you bark skin, you move in there, and you're ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
Sweet.
It looks like Iron Man armor. Just
like Groot Iron Man?
Yeah.
Grootman. Auntie Nanny, you finish swinging and you descend onto the barrels.
Yeah.
Still reeling from the hit that was delivered to you. You are face to face with this druid. What do you want to do?
Yeah, she's got her mage armor going on. She's ready to go, and she just eyes him straight in the face and, no, that was bad. That was wrong. You don't do that. You don't do that. You don't do that. And I witch bolt him straight in the face, spinning a 2nd level spell slot. 21.
Auntie Nanny, we need to talk about your recent life changes.
14 lightning damage into his face.
Sometimes a woman in her prime goes through changes. You apparently are going through them. So you see this guy like choke up on his staff and just, and you finish dropping, recover with fair amount of grace, judging by the fact that he's walloped you with his staff, and just cackling lightning just spews forth from your fingers, and you can see the look of shock as he is just blasted in the chest, and he stumbles back on these barrels, trying not to fall. Thorne, you hear the sounds of combat below you, but you can't really determine where.
Oh. Well,
but you hear it in full swing.
I need to get in on that.
Mm-hmm.
Below me, I guess I'll just turn around and go right back down the stairs.
Okay.
It would make the most shortest.
Yep, so the stairs is 10 feet of movement speed, and then you have whatever the remainder of your speed is.
Okay. So 10 feet would bring me to the bottom of the stairs.
Yep.
And then... Oh, I see. Okay.
So 10 feet brings you... Let me see.
So that would be another 5.
Yeah, 10 feet brings you right here.
So that's 20. And that'll get me to 30. Right. Because 30 will get me to here.
Yep, as a bonus action, you can throw that door open.
Okay. So I can get to there. That is a druid.
That is a druid.
Can I javelin the druid?
You may.
All right. Javelining.
That hits the druid.
Ooh.
7 damage. That's a good chunk. So this druid is just being reeled by this lightning, and you just come over the back and you see it peg it in like its shoulder blades, and it squeals forward, and you can see it like arching from the giant javelin in its back while it's getting just lightning to the chest, and it's not really sure what to do right now with the amount of damage that is coming its way.
I am satisfied with this.
Perfect. That's good. Man. Stewart Gibbs.
Yeah, don't sound so excited about it.
I'm not.
All right. Stewart, I mean, he heard Nanny going that way. He almost got to her, and then shit's clearly going down. So he's just going to continue following the path, thinking it's the way.
Sure.
And that's his movement. So, it's kind of pressing, so he's probably going to dash as his action and look down this hole and see all that's going on. You guys good down there?
Unlimited power!
Oh, not again. Yeah, I think Stewart's gonna continue jumping down the hole, using the rope, trying not to crash down on Nanny, but not promising anything.
Make me an acrobatics check.
Yeah, there's the thing. Oh, yeah, this is down the door. Yeah.
Yeah. Auntie Nanny, you know what? I'll do it for you, Stewart, because you're cognizant of what you're doing. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
Okay. So
One better.
You leap off this thing, you grab the thing, quickly realize the same thing Auntie Nanny realized, that the rope has reached its tension line, and you begin sliding down. You take... are you wearing gloves?
No, probably not. It would hamper my ability to spin the glaive around.
Okay.
Cool.
You take 3 damage as you receive the nastiest rope burn you have received in a great while. However, at the last second, you cinch down, which is probably what causes the majority of the damage, and you are able to swing yourself away and land next to Auntie Nanny.
Yeah, he'll probably, hold his hands out. Fuck! But that's all he's got, because I used my action to dash.
Yeah. Thorne, you see this heroic Stewart jump and slide in like a musketeer before you.
I'm gonna laugh at him.
Yeah, that makes sense. The druid, on the other hand, is being bludgeoned from both sides. He's taking it in both sides, guys. And he reaches out with the staff and sort of just brings his hands together, and he casts Thunderwave on himself. Everyone in the immediate area, make me a DC 12 Constitution saving throw.
This is one I might actually
Holy
have.
shit.
My thunder beats up your thunder, boy!
What?
You spoke too soon.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, so...
I am good at, 2 things, and this is supposed to be one of them.
So
Apparently knowing things and drinking.
Thorne, you take 16 damage and are blown back against the wall. And since this works for players, this works for NPCs as well. Your push damage is affected against you because it blows you 10 feet into the wall, so you take an additional 2d4. You take an additional 4 damage. You've taken 20 damage as you are just blasted against the wall.
No, I'm not happy about this.
I believe you might be prone. Is pushed away 10 feet. Nope, you're not prone. You're fine. The rest of you take 8 damage. Nanny and Toddrick. No, sorry, Nanny and Stewart. You take 8 damage, but you are able to stand firm against the blast of this thunderous wave. And you see that there are like bits and pieces of debris just blown out of the cart. And just sort of smashed against the walls. Toddrick, you hear this echoes, and you can feel the reverberations coming down the hallway as it pressurizes. Are you down, Auntie Nanny?
Yep.
Alrighty. So, Auntie Nanny, you are down and just blown away, if that kills you. You just... And you just sort of topple... Actually, I'll just have you topple over the side. That makes more fun. Makes more sense. You just sort of topple over. So, Stewart, you see Auntie Nanny just cackling and just, my power! And then you just see the power fizzle out next to you. All the light kind of goes out. And then Auntie Nanny is no longer beside you, and you hear like a thwomp as her body hits the ground. Toddrick, you heard all of this noise echo down the hallway. You saw the just debris fly against the walls, and you saw Auntie Nanny tumble over the side of the cart. It is your turn. What do you want to do?
Well, Toddrick gonna rush in.
All right.
Boom.
You gonna give him the 1-2 pull?
I'm gonna get him with the pull, the yank and crank here, and yeah.
15 hits.
And I'm gonna jerk her over here next to Thorne.
Okay.
And me.
And do me some damage.
3.
3 damage. Okay. So you yank this guy. Where are you yanking him? Next to you or next to Thorne?
Probably right here in between us.
You gotta go 10 feet.
10 feet? Is that not 10 feet?
That would be 5 feet. So 10 feet is directly next to you or directly next to Thorne?
I thought it was up to 10 feet.
Does it say up to 10 feet? I could be wrong.
One of us is wrong.
You tell me.
You're both
I'll believe whatever you say.
You pull the creature up to 10 feet.
All right, that's cool. Then you pull him 5 feet, so he right between the two.
I just want to pull him off the freaking cart.
Yeah, so you yank him, and he's like on the edge of the cart, trying not to fall into the small crevice between. And is that it for you?
He's gonna ready the shillelagh and pretty much tell the guy, "Now you fucked up."
Okay. Auntie Nanny, I need a death saving throw from you.
Oh dear.
Is that a nat 1? Okay, so that's 1
5.
failure. Thorne, you see a crumpled Auntie Nanny on the ground. You see this druid get yanked directly in front of you, the target of your ire. You have battle axe in hand. What do you do?
I'm gonna axe him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna axe him in the face.
You don't.
You know what? I have a crit.
Okay.
I could use it,
You could.
and I will.
Okay.
Because he hurt me a lot.
He did. And he killed Auntie Nanny, who you seem to have an affinity for.
I do. I'm not raging, so that is 2d12 plus 3. Well, okay, so I'll roll this. And then another d12.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
So 19 damage. So tell me how you kill this druid.
Oh, she is so mad at actually getting hit. I mean, when she gets hit by this thunder wave, she looks surprised.
Mhm.
Like, that something actually hit her and it hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And she does not like this. So she's just gonna... And this guy made her hurt, and now he made Auntie Nanny hurt. So she's going to cut his legs off. And I think she might just start, like, chewing on him. Like, just start taking parts of his body off and, like,
So
eating
we're just completely losing out on the whole we don't eat people anymore thing, huh? You're making an
Well,
exception for this guy.
She's gonna try, because she's really mad
Okay.
right now.
And Auntie Nanny's not there to stop you from eating people. She's
No.
your guiding bolt.
Well, okay, how about we'll start with she's gonna chop him up into little pieces.
Okay. So you just you swing this guy with enough force because of your juggernaut ability that he just hits this wall here, and you're just basically reaching like almost over Toddrick and just cleaving into this guy.
Yeah, and I know he's dead, and I just keep going until he's in smaller and smaller and smaller.
And Toddrick is doing his best, like, oh, shit!
So, Toddrick, as the excitement wears off after the first wallop, and she just keeps going in, blood is flecking up over your new pumpkin costume, you sort of look at this corpse, first disgusted, and then you find that your eyes are unmistakably drawn to the gnarled branch in his hands.
I'm gonna pick it up.
And you want to pick it up.
I do so.
You do so.
I pick the shit out of it up.
Cool.
Pick up the shit out of it.
Fantastic. Let me do something real quick. Here is we'll just copy and paste that there and save. You see this as you pick up this gnarled branch.
And do I recognize this branch?
You can roll me a nature or arcana. You don't.
Okay.
You, as soon as you pick it up, you feel that this branch is charged with magic power. Like your eyes were drawn to it, and as soon as you pick it up, you can it's like a shock. You feel the power coursing through this branch.
I'm gonna give it a little flick, like,
Mm-hmm.
just see if it does anything. There's like spark.
It does not.
I'm gonna keep it anyway. Like, oh, hi, yes, balls of war. He's gonna put it in one of his pumpkin pockets.
No,
His pumpkins.
Jesus.
Stewart, you see all this happening. You see that Auntie Nanny still has not gotten back up. She's down for the second time today, and she's feeling it.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty used to Nanny's like death wounds, so I think Stewart's gonna be like, they got that handled. He's not jealous that the pull and poke is no longer just our thing, but whatever. He's gonna see if he can like stabilize Nanny before she dies.
I believe it's called like the yank and slash at that point.
You know
Not
what?
The pull and poke. It's a different.
Don't name it,
move.
okay? That makes it way too real.
Makes it so much worse. You gave it a name. Now I can't. Now it's real. Okay, so you go over there and stabilize Auntie Nanny.
But Stewart's only so good at this sort of thing.
You have enough time and sense no danger. You can basically just take a 10 on it.
Fair.
Yeah, there's no impeding danger around you, at least not that you notice.
He's probably like absent-mindedly talking to her like at the same time, like oh, you gotta stop doing this. I mean, even if you're evil now, I don't even know what. I'm sick of seeing you die. We should really just wrap you in like metal or something. Get a helmet on you.
Just fill the pumpkin's costume up with like lead and put it
Yeah,
on.
it's a lead. You invent the submarine. It's just a land submarine.
Yep.
Also known as a tank.
I like
Tanky
land
Nanny.
submarine better.
Yeah, land submarine. So yeah, you take a 10 and you restore her back to health, and her eyes flutter open, and I assume it's very much like the last time you woke her up
dear.
out of a crazy stupor.
Mr. Gibbs, please. And I like take his hands off me.
As he is touching you.
Yeah.
This is no. Never mind.
I dare say, what's Thorne doing over there? Mincing up tonight's dinner? As I see like a bunch of chopped up meat all over the place.
Right. Thorne, don't eat that.
She's just got like a little scrap coming out of her mouth that she just kind of opens and then like
Yeah, spit it out.
and just spits it out.
I look up at the winch. Oh, did I take a nasty fall? Did I Was it that drink again? I just don't even know. Thank you for helping me up there. I feel so queasy.
You should. You were dead again.
Oh. I need to stop doing that.
That's
How'd
two
that
today.
happen this time? Two? Okay, well, I'll say, hey, I still haven't beaten my record, I don't think.
I'm gonna have to make like, a heart attack chart for you.
It's like a con save every day. On the natural one, I just die of old age.
Yeah.
I think I'm
That's probably all the druids, right? Like that's got to be it.
the druids. Oh yeah, we were looking for druids. Did we find any of them?
Man.
She points at the pile of minced.
Is the druid? Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Oh, okay.
And I'm Toddrick is next to me with this.
He
Staff?
seems to be like looking, examining the staff, trying to figure out what it is, what it does.
She growls at it and is gonna look very awkward and hurt. I mean, she's pretty badly beat up.
Mm-hmm.
She's actually gonna walk away from Toddrick and go and see if the horse is in the next room.
You do. They are. You walk in the barn and you can see that there are, horse stalls. Because I don't know what those are actually called. But you see those, and you can see over the the cross-hatch door that you can see that there are horses in there, and they appear to be regular horses as far as you can tell. Not that you can tell if what a werehorse was.
No, but they look fine. Like they're not.
They don't look like Toddrick horse, and they don't look like they're dead horses.
Okay.
So, as
Right.
far as horses go, these look like the kind that could pull a cart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just check it.
Yep. They appear to be normal. Auntie Nanny and Stewart Gibbs, you are on the ground still, coming to your senses, being picked up. Toddrick, you are standing over the splayed corpse of a druid who is in looking like stew beef right in front of you. And you have this powerful staff in your hands. You can feel like electricity dance across your fingertips as you wield it. What are you doing?
I believe I said I put it in one of my pumpkins. And,
I chose to ignore it.
Pumpkin. There.
yeah, my pumpkin pockets.
Pumpkins.
You're why I drink.
Hey, Mike, can I die?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Auntie Nanny kills you
Yeah.
because she's out of her mind.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go over and make sure Stewart is okay.
Oh man, I'm all right, but Nanny's pretty fucked. Again.
And he's gonna be like, do you mind if I have a word with Nanny? Just real quick. Just be real quick. Sorry, Stewart. I know I usually get you in on these kinds of things, but
Yeah, no, man, it's cool.
We
I don't mind at all.
we just need to have a mystical moment. Just
Yeah, you just hang out with your new friends. I'll forget it.
And he's gonna
Stewart's
gonna ask-
mad because you did the slash and grab, and now the poke, and now you're gonna talk about magic things.
yeah, he's quickly going by the wayside.
Mm-hmm. So you make your way over to the recovering Auntie Nanny, and what are you asking her?
How's your mom and Neil? No, are you okay, Nanny? Do you feel alright?
I feel a little my hands hurt. It's like I got a little bit of a burn a little bit too, and I don't know. I feel very
And like you realize that her hair is just out from static electricity.
I just feel, I don't know, like I've bit into a lightning bolt or something. But
Yeah, you got a little crazy back
I keep
there. But
blacking out, and I wake up and people are dead. Do you know what
Yeah.
that's about?
Well, mostly Thor is what it's about. That Thorne. Sorry.
It's the lightning, you know.
I was He's gonna like kind of pull out the staff. And like,
Mhm.
do you think you can identify what this is?
Well, I suppose I can. It looks quite magical. Yes, I can. It's not just an ordinary branch; it's been twisted and tweaked. Suppose I can go sit in the corner or something and give it a look over, maybe figure out what it does.
I'm wanting to say I know what this is, but it's been such a long time. Like he said something before he used it. He called it a name, and it was what, the vampire staff or something.
Yes.
He called it the vampire staff. I know
Vampire stuff.
I know I've heard something about it before. You know what? I feel like I have.
Mhm.
Hold on. Dang it. I feel like I had a thing where if I was trying to recall where I read information, I had advantage.
You have a bonus on stone checks.
Oh no, I think it had. I think
You
it had
have
to
the
do with-
hermit background.
No, I think it had the sage background.
Okay, then yeah, you know where to find a library, and you have advantage on recalling information that you have attained.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you want to know what he called it?
Yeah. Well, I just want to know it, like vampire staff. Like I feel like I should know what that does. If I've heard the. If I've
Roll
heard the name,
me.
or I might have already rolled for that.
Roll me a history with advantage.
Okay.
Okay. I see what you're doing there. You. What do you know about the vampire staff? Let's see here. Judging by what you see before you, you recall, and your memory is scattered and like disjointed because this is like a childhood memory, not so much a school memory. This is like back when you recall your parents. These are things that they may have told you. There are legends among people that practice the green arts of these dark and tainted trees. They go by many names, but some have been called the Goofiest Tree. And basically, legend tells of a vampire who worked some terrible magics and raised up an abominable tower. Goofias was killed when a wooden stake was plunged through his heart, but his blood infused with the stake because the stake was a sapling and grew into this disgusting, knotted, black tree that bore poisoned fruit. And it is believed that the longer these trees exist, the more they spread their branches, and it is believed that they have sort of populated the world in various locations of like conjoined fell energy, like a lot of like ley lines converge, or a lot of like bad shit happens in areas. That's often the site of where one of these trees might be. And judging by this black branch and the power you kind of feel coursing through it, and this weird like sticky red sap substance that sort of leaks out of parts of it, it reminds you of that story.
You know what, Nanny? Never mind. I remember.
Oh, okay then. Well, if you need anything else, just let me know.
Is this a cursed item?
Not that you know of. If
Okay.
you have her finish casting that
Yeah.
that identify spell.
Yeah, I know, and I realized as soon as I told her never mind, I was like, you know what, I should have figured that one out. And he's gonna try by like, oh, you know what, honey? You know, I just need you to tell me if it's cursed.
Well, I can see what sort of magic's affected. Just give me about 10 minutes worth of time, and I'll commune with what I know. And I take out my
Alright.
pearl to do my woo-doo-doo-doo-doo stuff.
Do you want a back rub or something while you do this? Is that...
Oh, sure.
And he's popular today.
Yeah. Ooh.
And he's just gonna give her a super awkward back rub because he feels like he owes her because she's doing this favor for him.
Mm-hmm.
Like
So
you're
he's
giving
kinda-
your grandmother a back rub?
Yeah, he's kind of getting in there, but he doesn't want to push down too hard because he doesn't want to break her in half.
I only have one hit point left now, so you can't go too crazy.
So you begin casting your identifier ritual. What does that look like?
She just kind of like just sort of holding the staff in front of her and is mage handing it, so it's hovering to a degree with the pearl orbiting around it.
Okay.
As she just like zones in. Wow, 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 wow.
Okay.
Oh, that feels good.
I assume you're going to be telling Toddrick what this does.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case,
Ooh.
check the new stats.
Oh, damn. I beat somebody in the head with that.
Toddrick, you should be able to see those new stats as well. That is your staff.
I'd be part of this and go beat those horses with it. Just-
They do appear to be regular horses. Stewart, since you're all alone and feeling sad and lonely about life in general, I think, roll me... you went outside?
Yeah, went around the corner.
Okay, then never mind. Roll me nothing.
Feeling blue.
Just feeling sad, walking the perimeter. Thorne, what are you doing? Are you also just walking the perimeter?
Yeah, after I've checked on them, I'll on the horses, make sure the horses are okay. She'll go and stand in front of him and be like, horses are okay.
That's good.
Are there more of them?
Probably.
Okay, let's go kill them now.
Well, I don't know. Toddrick and Nanny are making out or something. We might have to give them a minute.
Making out of what?
She just kind of like there's a set of stairs there, I think.
Where are you looking?
Like where I'm standing.
There are. They lead to a door, and the door is closed.
Okay, she's just gonna sit and like lean back and just sit for a minute because she is pretty reasonably badly hurt.
Yeah.
And she's got a lot on her mind right now. So she's just gonna sit and wait.
She has a lot of feelings right now.
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah, so hey, you were pretty much gonna eat that guy, right?
Maybe.
I mean, we had discussed that before. You're not supposed to eat people. Druids count.
Fine.
Toddrick is people. Even
I
if he's
know.
a jerk.
I know he is. The guy hurt.
Well, yeah, okay. People are gonna hurt you sometimes. You gotta learn to roll with that without eating.
Even if they're little.
Probably, especially if they're little. You're huge.
Because it's just one bite.
Yeah, I know. And that's super bad. Like,
Not for
that's
me.
how you go from being the good guy to the bad guy.
Yeah. I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm glad we had this talk.
But stuff and let's just find some more stuff to kill because I don't want to think anymore.
You were doing so good at it.
You were doing the best at it.
I think I used up all my thinking.
Right. Yeah, don't give yourself a stroke. We'll be just let them finish whatever they're doing.
Okay, I hurt, and then she's just gonna lean back and just rest for a minute because she's hurt.
Mm-hmm. How bad are you hurt?
At half my hit points.
Nice. Yeah. So that's what you do. You kind of relax into this the stairs here. Auntie Nanny, your ritual is done casting. You know that information about that staff. I assume you're telling Toddrick all about it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
Toddrick, can I just you have it for maybe 2 minutes or so?
Enjoy your stay.
He's gonna kind of like, why?
I just want to, I'm feeling kind of queasy a bit, and I want to go to the stable for a moment.
You're gonna take a swing at one of the horses.
Yeah. I just need a moment. You're gonna hear boom. You know, just
You're just gonna swing at this.
I'm gonna get some hit points back.
I hope this horse kills you.
They're behind,
Roll.
like a.
Roll to attack the horse.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so mad. I just went and checked on them and everything.
Just see Nanny get kicked out of this stall and go flying.
18.
18 hits.
Okay. How much damage does quarterstaff do? A D8.
This one does. Let's see here.
It does
I believe
1d6.
I believe it's-
As a regular quarterstaff damage.
If I do two-handed though, it's versatile.
Yeah. Yep. So 1d8 if you do rest out.
Hey, Papa Pow horse. Bow. I hit for 5 damage, and I drain 5 HP into me.
Cool. So as you do, you just sort of you scratch this thing across the horse's like chest section, and you see like these like scratches dig into the horse, and you see them begin to bleed. And then where your hands are holding this this staff, you see that it begins to bleed. Like, and you see the blood dripping down over your hands. And I need a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit! 18.
Okay, you're fine.
Oh, okay. So I look at the horse like very ashamed of myself, and leave. Hand it back to Toddrick. Just don't ask about. I know you like animals, but it's fine. He'll be okay in the morning. I hand the staff back to him.
Toddrick, you have the staff, and there is this red, sticky sap dripping down the branch.
He is gonna keep it for one.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna use it now, probably primarily instead of his plain old normal staff. He's gonna keep his normal staff, but I guess he's gonna attune to it.
Okay. Attuning takes a full hour to do, and
Yeah.
you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then you fully unlock all of its abilities. So, Auntie Nanny, as you emerge back from the horse stall from doing your evil deed, you see that Thorne and Toddrick, you see that Thorne and Stewart are sitting against the wall, looking quite forlorn.
So what keeps you down there, friends? Why do you look so glummy glue?
Oh, we're just waiting on you guys.
Oh, okay. I'm finished with my business. I feel a lot better now. I feel more vigor.
Dear
Shall we?
God.
Shall we? Keep scouring. I'll stay in the back this time.
Okay.
Yeah, no, good plan.
All right. So
Toddy, you decent?
He's gonna like kind of poke his head around the corner and be like, "Yeah, why wouldn't I be?" And he's gonna be like wiping his hands because he's probably got red sticky sap on him.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna say, "I'm just a little sticky."
Jesus Christ, man. Look, let's just get on with it. Like, this place looked pretty big. There were paths up and paths down, and we went up and we came back down. There's got to be more druids than just these two crazy people.
Yeah. Does Toddrick still have the staff with him?
He does.
She keeps side-eyeing it.
just go beat a horse too.
She just keeps like trying not to look at it, and then she'll just kind of stomp back into the building. Is this door behind me locked? Or
It appears to be locked from the inside, yes.
okay, then I'll go around over here.
Okay.
Go back inside.
Yeah, you guys have free control of your characters. You guys can move wherever the hell you want.
Okay. So I'll just be like, let's go back upstairs. And she'll go back to the barrel room.
Okay. So you're going to head upstairs through the stone steps.
Yeah.
Auntie Nanny, are you going your own way? Okay, so you're going back up to the room, Auntie Nanny, with the winch in it. No? Yes? Where's everyone going? you tell me.
Well,
Stewart will probably suggest everyone stick together.
yeah, if Nanny goes off to the other room, then I'll follow her, but...
Okay. So you are so far sticking together, I believe?
So I guess we're gonna go up to this room with the winch in it.
Sure.
I moved myself up here.
And
No.
Nanny agreed to stay in the back.
Yes, in the back. I'll be your caboose.
Toddrick, roll me a perception check. Okay. You guys continue down the hallway and into the room with the winch in it. Is that correct? Is that what I'm understanding here?
Yeah.
Alrighty. In that room with the winch in it, you don't see much else. You see the winch where it was, just sort of wrenched all the way down. You see the wooden floor. You see the winch hanging up over it. And anyone that's in that room, what are you guys looking for in there? You're just kind of looking around?
Yeah,
Okay.
basically. I mean,
Try
just
to
looking for stuff
get an
to kill.
idea
Druids!
of what this guy was doing in this room.
Sure. How are you doing that?
Just looking around to see if anything looks amiss. Like obviously this room is for transporting the wine like onto the cart below, right, with the winch and all.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything out of place for that sort of thing? Maybe.
You can roll me a perception or investigation. You tell me which and why. Investigation.
Because I'm a city watchman and I was aiming for detective.
And you know things. That's why. Yep. Yes. You are looking around this room, and you notice that there are two windows that seem to be latched shut, and you can feel a cool draft coming up from underneath, as one would expect from the open garage door, essentially the open cargo door. But as you begin to walk around this place, you also feel a small draft coming from right here.
That bears further investigation.
I'm not touching it.
As you approach that, do you touch anything? Are you physically investigating?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you feel this draft kind of coming from this wall, and you're looking at it and kind of examining it, and you sort of push, and the wall gives a little bit more than it should, and you can actually see that the seam of the wall doesn't quite line up. And you sort of dig your fingers in and begin to wrench this open. And it reveals a secret passageway into that bedroom. Into this room here.
Well, now that's
Everyone looks
unusual,
impressed.
isn't it?
She looks impressed that you found a secret door.
As you wrench that door open, you see this room contains a 4-poster bed. How close is Thorne to you? Right up on your butt?
It would appear so.
Okay. So you see this room contains a 4-poster bed. You see a soft black rug on the floor between the bed and the door. In the corners of the south wall stand 2 slender wardrobes. There's a tapestry of a church hanging on the wall between them. Between the tapestry sits a carved rocking cradle. Like a wood carved rocking cradle. To the north, under the window, is a plain desk and chair, like a writing desk, you would assume. And then there's a small wooden chest and a freestanding mirror in a wooden frame.
I'm gonna growl at the baby thing.
That is this guy right over here.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you just sort of around it.
Yeah, no, I feel that. But
I'll follow.
no druids.
No druids.
Weird that there was a secret door to a bedroom with crib where there's just this crazy old guy,
Why would that be weird?
right? Right?
Yeah.
Just this crazy old guy. Does he look like the kind to have babies?
No. He said there were other people.
Yeah, he said a lot of things.
People live in places together and they have babies, but they don't usually
Enjoy
have
your
secret
stay.
rooms.
Right?
So,
If you get it, there's got to be something to it.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, she's gonna go over to this crib and, like, poke it with the end of her great axe.
Make me a perception check.
Okay. I'm good at this.
So
Nice.
you are talking to Stewart the entire time. You're kind of like walking over here, and you're concentrating on what he's saying and trying to figure out this riddle of why there was an old man with a baby. And you walk over to the baby crib and you start to poke it. And when you see nothing happens, it just sort of rocks back and forth. No cries, nothing strange. You poke it again. You poke it a few times, and then you go to look up to tell Stewart something probably important. And out of the corner of your peripherals, you see a massive 5-foot plus wingspan of a giant bird directly to your left.
She will immediately spin with the great axe up.
Okay,
Right.
so you immediately just spin this axe over. Toddrick, Stewart, you see her take like offense mode right up as she raises the battle axe. And as you look what's happening, she is raising the battle axe to swing at what turns out to be the headboard of this 4-poster bed that has been carved into an intricate bird with full wingspan, spread eagle.
I think Stewart will like jump back to get out of the swing range of this axe. And Thorne.
Birds. Hate birds. I guess she'll figure it out. Of course, that's not.
Yeah. You, as you like raise it in a menacing manner and it doesn't move, and then it takes a second, and then you realize that it's wood. Yeah, it happens after a few seconds, but your first instinct is kill giant bird.
And then she's gonna kick the cradle because she's mad now.
And it just rocks back and forth.
You
So-
guys want to weigh in on this at all?
Is there an actual door?
There is an
Yeah.
actual door there, and you guys hear that call. Hey guys, you want to weigh on this? From outside
No.
that room.
She'll point and she'll go, "Why is there a secret door if there's a regular door?"
Yeah. Maybe escape quick, but maybe more. This bird gets me. Toddrick was talking about these birds, and I'm still not convinced that these birds out there watching us weren't something. Look, we got another one here on the bed.
Yeah, the guy at the place said something about Order of the Feather.
That's like what he
Hey,
says.
I just find it peculiar. That's all. You know.
So Toddrick and Auntie Nanny, you enter the room.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys doing?
So where's the bird again?
The bird is the headboard right here.
Okay, yeah. Oh, there. That's mighty fine craftsmanship, I dare say. It's kind of creepy, a little scary, but
You guys are book smart. What's the significance of ravens? Why?
Oh well, you see, ravens. Oh, hang on. I pull out the picture I have of Strahd's crest
Mm-hmm.
and say, well, the crest of Strahd has a raven right here on the front of it. Mayhaps this has something to do with the vampire himself.
I believe you also know more about ravens if you check your
I-
book.
Oh, let me see. My history of Ravenloft is the name of his castle, which was named after. Give me a moment while I read. I run to the corner. Control F. That's right.
Toddrick, you make up some bullshit and tell him. While I figure stuff out.
Toddrick's gonna be like, ravens are known to be smart creatures. They're comparable to a small child. So, in the mines, it's been known that ravens have shown that they understand the Archimedes principle. So there's that. Maybe they just like black birds. I don't know.
The Archimedes principle.
Why do I feel like Thorne right now? I don't know what you're saying.
She's not sure if she should be offended by that or not. So.
Yeah, Stewart's learned to count on that. Okay.
The best part is I don't know if Frags just said Archimedes principle because it sounds smart or because he knows what it means and thinks it's applicable to the region. Like, it's the most unapplicable thing, but it sounds smart.
I mean, it's the ravens do use it, but it's just but it's like I know Archimedes is not a person in this setting. It's just,
oh man,
it's
but it's from like Aesop's Fables. Is the the raven and the pebble? Oh, that's good. That's good. That was a good pull, man.
Queen Ravenovia was Strahd's mother, whom he named all of his castles and such after. It seems that that's mayhaps why he has taken the symbol of it to his crest. And that's all I can find in my book right now. Anything that looks like a raven.
Okay, so this seems pretty ominous then. I fucking hate this place now too.
There is a bunch of things in the room, or you can go to the next room where there's like several doors in here.
Do we want to just sweep and clear? Fuck it, who gives a shit what these people are doing here?
So we go full druid hunt. Never back down until we.
First, I wanted to maybe reason with these people.
No one saw that. You said, let's just go on a full druid hunt, and Toddrick goes.
We'll lure the druids with our druid.
Druid.
Why am I always the bait?
Because you're dressed like a pumpkin.
He's got you there.
Yeah, she just looks over at him and goes, "Pumpkins are bait."
Yeah, you're our little bait lantern.
And then
what do you catch with pumpkins?
Druids.
No. You've obviously never been on a druid hunt. I've seen the way you looked at those jack-o'-lanterns. Your mouth getting all watery.
Add a little spice to me, you can catch some basics.
Oh. I get it.
That's the session, guys.
Well, we all died. We've been dead.
We're all literally
along.
Dead, guys.
Guys, the gods smite you. You're done.
The DM can't even.
Well, I can't odd either. So you guys are in the room, and all of a sudden the headboard comes alive. It was a bird the whole time. It's a bird mimic. So yeah, you guys are in this room. Again, the room contains a 4-poster bed, headboard carved into the likeness of a giant raven, soft black rug on the floor.
What's this right here on the south wall?
That is a baby rocker. A baby.
No, beneath it. So beneath that, it looks like a curtain. But why would there be a curtain on the interior wall?
There is a curtain on the interior wall. In the corners of the south wall, there are 2 slender wardrobes. There's a tapestry of a church hanging on the wall between them. Okay. Beneath the tapestry is a handsomely carved rocking cradle. To the north, under a window, is a plain desk and chair. And there's a wooden chest and a freestanding mirror in a wooden frame.
I searched all this. I dig through it. I'm an old nosy old ass woman.
All right, cool. Roll me some investigations.
Oh yeah, what's in your junk? 8.
An 8. Okay. So you see, so a cursory examination reveals there are several stacks of shipping manifests on the desk there, and you can tell that there is the words are truncated, like some of the locations are truncated, you see that they are delivering to 4 locations. There are 5 locations primarily. 4 more recent, and 1 is far older. They are BV, BW,
Barovia.
K,
Look.
Vistani, and further back in the records is the letter S.
Oh, okay. So that's Barovia, Brood War, Potassium. What do these letters stand for again now? Oh, jeez. I don't know.
You can roll intelligence.
Oh, yeah, I'm rolling. Let's give me some brains up in here. 17.
So you assume, having been to several places, that BV stands for Blood of the Vine.
Ooh.
That is the tavern in Barovia.
Enjoy your stay.
BW stands for Blue Water Inn, the tavern in Vallaki. K, you're not sure about. And Vistani
Yeah.
pretty much stands for
Those people.
Vistani. And the only S name that comes to mind might be Strahd.
This guy's been winding up old Strahd.
However, you do notice that these are the S only appears in the older records and doesn't appear in any recent records.
Oh, yes, because Strahd, he was not a vampire at one point, so, geez, this winery goes very far back. I look in the wooden trunk over here.
Sure.
What's in here?
Inside the wooden trunk. Oh no. Inside the wooden trunk, you see there are 50 gold pieces,
Oh, shit. Yeah, mine.
270 electrum pieces,
Fuck yeah.
and as you pick up the electrum pieces, you see that each side is stamped with a profile of Strahd von Zarevich.
Okay.
And
All right.
350 silver pieces.
Boom. Money bags. Who else wants to keep searching the room? Let's make it quicker.
Also, roll me perception.
Oh, shit. 10?
Oh, that's it. That's what you
Okay.
find.
That's not yours, Nanny.
Well, it could have been that druid that we just killed. It belonged to him.
It didn't belong to. Look, are you just going evil now? Is this how this works? Like you get into this place and you're sweet old lady, and now something in this evil ass place where everything is dead but not dead is making you evil because
Okay.
look,
Okay.
you're real easy to kill.
Okay, I understand. I am easy to kill. It happens a lot, but that's because I exert myself a lot, you know. And some folks, you could be looking at me, but you don't. So sometimes I feel a little threatened that maybe you want me to die. But so fine. I'll put it back. I put all the money back, and I like open her little skirt and swish all the money back into the trunk.
Okay. She just sort of scatters him back in there.
I mean, fuck this old guy, but we're kind of working for him. Ripping him off seems like bad trade.
Well then I'll let you all do the searching.
As you say that, Thorne, you see that this room you're in now contains a rectangular table surrounded by 8 chairs. There's an L-shaped cupboard on the left-hand wall, and on the right-hand side, directly next to you, there is a floor-to-ceiling closet pantry. Next to the pantry is a small iron cook stove.
Is there any food?
Are you opening things up and looking around?
No, I'm just like if there's any scraps on the table. Or...
There are no scraps on the table. You can see that there are various dishes and cutlery on the countertops, and you can see that there is what looks to be a pantry, but it's closed.
Well, better check.
Yeah.
There might be a druid in there.
That's true. There could be a druid in the pantry. I've read that Dr. Seuss book. So you swing the pantry door open, and much to your delight, you reveal that there are various cooking ingredients, there are herbs hanging from the ceiling, and there are a few pieces of dried meat and various cookable items in here.
The dried meat is she's probably like eating it before she even realizes that she's stepped into the room and eaten it. So she'll just eat it really quickly and then close the door.
Okay.
If she doesn't also notice nothing moving, no animals.
No, you see nothing moving on. You may see like a mouse scurry by, but nothing crazy.
she's still nervous about that. She'll close the door again. And now, okay, so there's 2 doors in this room.
Yes.
So she's gonna go open both of them and prop them open.
Yeah, so there's the door. So yeah, there's this door that leads...
Like the one on either side of the
Yep,
stairwell.
and you just sort of prop them open?
Yeah.
Okay, you do. They are propped open.
Okay, and then she'll just go to each one and, like, stick her head out into the hallway.
Yep, they both lead to a hallway. You stick your head out that one, and it leads to a hallway you haven't seen before. And you stick your head out the other one, and it seems to lead back to the stairs where you were originally.
Okay. I'm gonna stay there.
You see that you poke your head out. You see that to the left. It leads to the stairs you came up one time, and you look to the right, and you've seen this hallway before, but it leads down the hallway, and you can see that you're now kind of not quite on the balcony. It's a little bit above the balcony. But you see that there are 3 more doors. The last one is open in this hallway.
Okay, so this door here, she's gonna close it and put some stuff up against it so it can't be propped open.
Yeah, you can prop a chair in front of it.
Yeah, and then she'll wait at this door.
Okay.
For the rest of the party.
Okay.
Keep her eye out in the hallway.
So Toddrick, have you finished yelling? Or sorry, Stewart, have you finished yelling at Auntie Nanny?
I mean, pretty well. She put it back. That was good enough for Stewart.
Sure.
And
Auntie Nanny, did you keep any of it, or did you dump it all back in there?
I dumped it all back. Mood kill over here.
Look, if this place is anything like every other place we've been, we're gonna have to kill this guy and then we can take it.
Fine.
Right.
She starts like searching everything else, but being like real, like a kid acts if he has to clean up his room after he got in trouble. How
And we lost Thorne, for God's sake. We better go find her.
all day before she eats everything.
Toddrick, what are you doing? How you feeling? Is a druid hunt happening? You got a maybe cool staff, maybe evil staff, you don't know. You just killed several other druids. There may or not be surrounded by were-ravens. What are you feeling about? You got some thoughts? You got some emotions going through your body? Your tiny pumpkin body?
Where did Stewart go?
Stewart went into the other room.
I don't see his little thing.
He is right here.
Oh, he's on top of Thorne. That's right.
Nope, Thorne's over here.
Oh, not on my screen.
Well,
huh. Yeah. He's with Stewart gone. He's going to tell Nanny.
Take a piece or two. That guy was kind of an asshole.
Okay. And I like fling open the trunk and grab like 10 gold pieces and give 5 of them to Toddrick.
sure, you totally do.
And Toddrick will take them.
You now have 5 and 5 gold pieces.
Yeah.
You're all terrible people.
And you
It's-
further
it's-
drive the wedge between you and Stewart
They're
Gibbs.
literally murdering people, murdering dirty people for this man.
Drive that
Hey.
wedge between your friendship.
Excellent. You're doing a good job. Now, I'm gonna walk into the room and just kind of. This is like a dining area.
It is like a dining area. It's like a kitchen and dining area in one situation.
Oh, would you look at this? The guy said he didn't have a place to cook us a meal.
I mean, he didn't have an entire place. It was taken from him. He did say, once you clear it out, I'll cook you a meal.
Okay, I'm gonna look. Was there any food in the pantry? Is
There
there like
was.
a pop tart I can steal or something?
There is some dried meat, if Thorne left any of it. There was some dried meat.
Probably not much in the way of meat. There might be some, like, I mean, she's so tall.
Yeah.
She can.
But it might be like way at the bottom, like in a
Yeah.
basket.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna take something and eat it. If there's jerky, I'm gonna eat it.
There's raisins.
I'll take raisins, whatever.
Yeah, there's copious amounts of raisins because it's a grapevines all over the place.
Yeah. Toddrick's gonna like flare out his pumpkin costume and just kind of like.
Just line it with some snacks.
Yeah, just fistful like raisins into it.
Mm-hmm.
and he's just gonna he's gonna pull his shirt up and hold it like this, walking around eating raisins.
You could feasibly secure this room enough that you guys could take a short rest in here if you so choose.
I mean, that seems like a pretty good plan.
Yeah. I could use some of the hit points.
Yeah.
Me too.
There is enough chairs and stuff in here, and you're pretty sure that if you close the secret door, that eliminates one of the entrances. And so there's only be 2 entrances you have to block off.
Yeah, we'll do that then. And, I mean, Thorne's strong enough. She could probably push the bed in front of the secret door.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'll just push the bed in front of the secret door and then come back here.
Everyone roll me intelligence real quick.
Ooh, this is going to go well.
Hey.
Just want to see. This is a group check just to see how well you barricade yourselves in. Okay. Not terrible. You have an average score of your ability to barricade. Cool. So you guys take care to barricade yourselves in here to take your short rest. Is there anything anyone does in particular on their short rest?
Nanny's gonna lay on the rug and roll herself up in it like a nanny taquito.
Yep.
And that's what she's gonna do her rest. She just needs to spend hit points, spend hit die.
Yep. You guys can all spend hit die. Toddrick, you have enough time to attune to that weapon. You may do so. Auntie Nanny,
I'm gonna attune to the weapon and also switch out a spell, or does that have to be a long rest?
I believe that's a long rest for druids.
Okay,
Yeah. Auntie Nanny, you are able to cook if you so choose. You can make a quick snack meal.
Yeah.
If you so choose. Roll me a...
I have cooking tools proficiency.
Yep, roll me cooking tools.
11.
Okay, roll me 1d4.
1.
Okay, anyone who eats Auntie Nanny's snack gets 1 temporary hit point.
Strudel for everyone.
Yep, you take whatever, you take raisins, and you make like a compote. And you
That's
make
right.
like a tart or something.
Yep. Like little turtle tarts.
You create puff pastry, and you essentially make a raisin Pop-Tart.
Yep.
And everyone who eats it gains 1 temp hit point. Thorne, what are you doing?
I don't like Toddrick's staff.
Mm-hmm.
I will sit wherever Toddrick sits. I will sit as far away from him as possible.
Toddrick, where are you sitting?
I'm trying to be as close to Thorne as possible since she's got the axe. So
You just keep kind of like following her around.
Yeah, or I'm
Okay.
continuously moving away from him.
Okay.
She is going to eat, and then she is going to, if you know, everyone stop moving, and if there's no food to eat, then she's going to nap.
Do you nap in the giant raven bed?
No. Well,
Where do you nap?
no. Actually, she will,
Yeah.
because she's going to show it.
Okay.
She's going to show that raven. So
Okay.
she'll turn around and face the headboard.
Yeah.
And she sleeps with her great axe.
Okay. Roll me
Right.
wisdom real quick.
Okay. This is going to go very well.
Okay. So you show the wooden bird. You get in the bed, you face the headboard, like your feet are at the headboard, you're looking at it, and you intend to nap. But what you do is you just take your battle axe and you just hold it and just menacingly, like a teenage girl, just pout angrily at the headboard for what remains of about 45 minutes, not actually getting to nap, just staring down the wooden, unmoving eyes.
But you know, staring something down is very restful for them.
That's true. It is quite
Feels like
restful.
she's accomplishing something.
Yes, you are rested. What does that say? Most likely a mimic bed? That's true. It is most likely a mimic bed. Stewart Gibbs, what are you doing?
Probably watching Toddrick as he gets to know this staff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and nibbles on his raisins.
You judge.
You know, Toddy, I've always known there's an age difference between us. You're a dwarf. It's weird, right? But you've always been pretty immature for a dwarf, I guess. I had no idea you were into like old human things. That's so weird.
What are you talking about?
You would.
No.
Nanny.
No, absolutely not.
Dude,
right?
you were all sticky.
That's because the staff at least.
Yeah.
You know what? You're gonna persist on this, aren't you?
You know I am.
Okay, all right. I tried to make the best out of a bad situation. Get in where I fit in, right? What are you doing? You're
I'm
just
not.
sitting here complaining.
Yeah. Have you met me?
Yeah. I'm trying to make myself feel better. I didn't have relations with her.
Yeah. What do you mean you try? Look,
didn't.
everything
It's
you've
not-
said has told me you did. Because the way you're phrasing things is
Just
real open-ended here.
All right, okay, you get me on the phrasing, but I can tell you for a fact that I did not do anything to her. We're just going to leave it at that, okay? Have a raisin. He's just going to throw a raisin at Stuart's face.
She just looked at my staff.
She just looked at my staff and she identified it. And, of course, the fact that it leaks red, gooey stuff.
Oh, God. Yeah, no, I don't want details, all right? Like, I'm just saying it's super weird. I get these reality checks every now and again that you're like, what, 100?
Yeah, I'm close. Not all the way there yet. This whole time they're talking, Toddrick's just throwing raisins at
Yeah.
Stewart's face.
While you're concentrating with one hand on this staff. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and I imagine Stewart just, like, ribs Toddrick the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Being pelted by raisins.
Yeah.
And ignoring it as best as possible.
So
it's more than you've got in this creepy ass place. I can tell you that, man.
So you begin to rekindle your bromance from the wedge that was driven in between it with the slash and grab.
I wish I knew how to quit him.
Yeah, you're still upset about the slash and grab. It hurts deep down, but you can forgive him as long as he's not sleeping with Auntie Nanny. Auntie Nanny, you are a human burrito, an old burrito, in the warmest fuzzy blanket. Thorne, you are aggressively staring down an inanimate object, which is not strange at all for you, to be honest. And Toddrick and Stewart, you guys are doing Toddrick and Stewart things, which is perfectly fine. Your hour-long rest goes rather uneventful as you guys are resting, eating your tarts, and attuning to your weapons and taking what nap you can, when all of a sudden, over the din of conversation, this door here explodes inward. And you see two of these disgusting twig monsters, but as you look at them, they don't look very twiggy anymore. They look like writhing vines. Explodes into the door, and you hear this boom noise, very similar to the thunderclap you heard that knocked Thorne out and killed Auntie Nanny, or knocked Auntie Nanny out and tossed Thorne on her ass. It startles both you and Stewart. Auntie Nanny, you are woken from your rug nap. You are still bound in a burrito rug. It's going to take you your movement speed to get up out of that. And Thorne, you are in the bed. As these things just sort of slither in, the door explodes forward. Several of the chairs just sort of tumble over each other. And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
Okay.
Good shit. You guys spent all your hit dice, all that kind of good shit. You guys should be back up to fighting speed. And that's where we'll go for tonight. So guys, that was episode 10 of Curse of Strahd, called The Wizard of the Wines. We'll go around the table, I'll introduce our friends here, and let us know what you guys thought. So, Rem, you had a very aggressive Auntie Nanny tonight.
She was.
So
Nanny's...
who are you? What are you doing here? What did you think of tonight?
Name's Rim, Insomniacs Inc. in the chat. I sell D&D adventure modules, all that kind of fun stuff. And if you liked being Curse of Strahd today, playing a crazy old lady who shoots lightning at dirty people, you can catch me in Curse of Strahd on the Encounter Roleplay tomorrow at 4:30. Last episode, I literally went with the party through a giant rectum. Who knows? Who knows we'll be there that time. It's fun tapping into Auntie Nanny's more accursed side. I feel by episode 10, that's about a good time to bring that in.
Yeah. Her darkness.
So, that's that, yeah.
Hello, darkness, my old
My
friend.
old friend.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm digging the Dark Knight Auntie Nanny. That's pretty cool. And I'm digging your new boyfriend, Toddrick Elazar. Frags, who are you? What are you doing here? And how is the budding romance going?
Oh man, you know, you do all kinds of stuff, and you set a church on fire, kill zombies, tell a dude he can find his own damn bones, but you give one old lady a back rub, and that's what everybody's going to think of you.
That pumpkin looked good on you.
Oh, yeah, thanks for the...
She made you an outfit. She examined your stick.
Yeah, thanks for all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I am KW Frags. Sometimes I do Twitch stuff. Sometimes I do Twitter stuff. Sometimes, I don't do anything. I'm on here sometimes, and I'm fun stuff all around. Yeah.
Nice. Also someone who mods here far less often. Mr. Bitters, who are you? What are you doing here? And how do you feel about losing your best friend to the woman of his dreams?
I'm Mr. Bitters, and I hate almost everything, especially Barovia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't do much around here. I give you guys shit. I give everyone shit.
Mm-hmm.
You all put up with it, so you're my people. As for losing my best friend, he's not lost. He's just off the path.
That trollop.
Yeah. Everyone goes through a phase.
Everyone has an elderly woman phase. This old hussy.
I've still got one more stride left, people.
Oh, man. God, that's gross. It's
just
gross.
don't you break his heart.
So many levels. And probably someone who had the most amount of fun tonight. She killed so many things. Madfish, who are you? What are you doing here? And what do you think of tonight?
I'm Madfish. I hang out on the internet and do D&D things and make stuff. Made some new dice banks that I just put up today. I sew on a 110-year-old sewing machine. And a much younger machine of murder is Thorne. She's quite happy that she got to murder. She was actually a little disappointed in the murdering. Could have been more. Definitely could have been more. So
always
she's
room
really
for more
hoping,
murder.
always room for more murder in my day. So, really hoping, next turn she'll get. But I like that, she got to fight and then do some stuff and be the smartest. I mean,
She was the smartest for a while.
she's on a high on that right now.
Yeah.
So, obviously, crash and burn coming.
Yeah. I mean, you did try to fight a bet a second ago. So, you win some, you lose some, I guess.
It all works.
Yeah. So, guys, that was the first stream of the week. That was Curse of Strahd, episode 10. We have a few more to go before these guys fight Strahd himself, or if they die beforehand, who knows? Who knows? But tune in every week for that. And if you guys missed the episode like Kit does every Tuesday, feel free to check us out on YouTube. Tomorrow we have Blades in the Dark, 6 and 20. I believe 99% sure it's the season finale of season 2. So definitely check that shit out. And Thursday, we're back for Havoc in the Hinterlands, which Madfish filled in for me yesterday. We did a little Pocket Universe adventure, so it's going to be interesting to tie that in some meaningful way and make it pseudo-canon in the actual world.
And they got some interesting items, too, so...
That is true. That is true.
See how those
Yep.
make their way into the game.
So that's going to be interesting to tie that all in. I already have some cool plans, so tune in for that for sure. This weekend, we are launching our newest game, Simba Room, Chronicles of the Copper Crown. That starts on Sunday night. Mr. Bitters is going to be there. He's going to stay up past his bedtime. Xmas Ginger Ninja's there. Hello Sweetie's there. And Kyle, a.k.a. Mr., one of the team members here, is going to be there for that. It is a grimdark fantasy game by Swedish developers who are super rad dudes. I met them at Gen Con, and they're really cool. So definitely tune in for that. It's going to be an awesome new game. We're going to start in the future. Future trademark. We have a new Numenera game coming out, so stay tuned for that as well. And stay tuned for more info. If you guys haven't joined our Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Discord, do all that, please. You know, we have it. It's all there for you to love, touch, and rub your bits on. And for now, we're going to go raid our friend Eric Vulgaris. He is currently playing some kind of tabletop game. I don't actually know what game it is, but I've seen him play before, and it's pretty damn cool. So go check that guy out. Send him all your hot, sticky raid love. And from all of us to you guys, bye-bye.